Ken Ivy, a.k.a. Pimpin Ken, your host. You're watching a view from the game. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit that little bell, subscribe, and share. You know, you want to share this knowledge in this game that we're about to demonstrate. And also, if you like what you hear, hit that super chat. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, you know, if you like something that I say, you can hit me up on Cash App at 404-790-9627. If you like what he said, you can hit him up on his Cash App. Let him know your Cash App.
Oh, $ Fresh Visa.
Yeah, so you hit up $ Fresh Visa, you know what I'm saying, and send them something. You know, it's all love. Just make sure you say view from the game and say, you know, it's a gift, and we definitely pay our taxes. So, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, if you're watching this interview, if you want to see other episodes, just go down and stroll below, and you can watch any of the episodes that we had or anything that we got going on the YouTubes. And also, if you want to become a sponsor for the View from the Game, make sure you hit me up at that same number, and we'll definitely make sure that we'll get you the sponsorship. And today I got a special guest with me today, man. Menace, man. You know, we've been knowing and hearing about each other for years. You know, every time I talk to somebody, every time I type them up in the ism internet, the pimp internet, you know, I don't know, but, you know, I mean, praises come up, man. You know, the man is 100. You know, and hey man, you know, I had the privilege of being with him in New York recently. We had a good time, man. What's New York, right? Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Yeah, we was in Brooklyn, you know, and he's just a good brother overall, man. And I'll let him introduce himself.
It's a pleasure. Welcome to D-Town.
Let the people know who he is.
Fresh. All right, Texas Fresh. It's the only one. All right, my IG, Fresh 6860. Okay. I'm out of Amarillo, Texas, originally. You look at the map, you're looking at me pretty much. Been everywhere. This is coming from a cross-country perspective, okay? Passion for this game is never going to leave my heart, okay? Retirement from this game is my life now, okay? But I never ever put a blemish on this game. It's been my bread and butter, and without the game, there would be no me.
My man. Fresh, what's up, man?
Man, same old two-step, man. Just trying to keep the dream alive.
I know everybody plays. That man do not have a Jerry curl or Wave Duvo. Is that a Jerry curl?
Wave Nouveau.
Wave Duvo.
Yes, sir.
That's a Jerry curl.
Carefree.
How you keep the chemicals in there after all these years? Because you know, I had the Jerry curl back in like '84. You know.
See, I just stayed consistent with my craft. Consistency is the key to success.
Yeah.
Okay. Brothers that I grew up with, brothers I grew up in the game with. You know, the hairline might be receding. They cut it off all back in the '90s. Got the college cuts.
Not you.
If I got it all, I'm not testing nothing.
You look
okay,
good,
we
man.
hold on. We're gonna keep the dream alive, man.
How long you had? How many years you been rocking that?
1986.
86.
Consistently.
Consistent.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's amazing.
And it's holding on.
So you know, something came before the Jerry curl. Something came before you looking at the map and they seeing you. Something came before Fresh Texas. So can you take us back to when you was you know, a little kid and some of the things that you like and some of the things you got to, what kind of household you had when you was growing up? Because Texas, we always think, you know, a city people think it's country, you know.
Well, Amarillo, Texas, all right? That's Northwest Texas, the top, all right? They call it the Panhandle. It's like the handle of the whole skillet. I always represented that 806 everywhere I go. I used to leave from cross country. When I buy me a new car, I go back to Amarillo just to get Texas plates. Okay.
Man, that's what I did in Milwaukee.
When I was a kid, I liked sports. I like basketball, I like football and track. That was my thing. Right.
So which one was you? The quarterback, the receiver,
I was a linebacker. I was a fullback and a linebacker. Fullback and a linebacker.
My man.
You know what I'm talking about? Ending around, give me the wide side of the field. They can't catch me.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Cold.
Yeah, that linebacker, I'm coming to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a physical. I was a physical.
Like aggressive.
I was a physical cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was aggressive.
So were you like a star in high school? Was you like one of those type?
Well, high
athletic-
school I didn't make it
athletes?
that far. I went to I made it sophomore, but sports was over with. My junior high year, that was where the sports was at. You know,
Oh, yeah,
junior
junior
high, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. Yeah, and yeah, I had some good moments. I had
Oh,
some
yeah.
good moments.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
I have 2 brothers and I have 3 sisters. Yeah.
And you the only one, P?
Now, in my 2-family home, now in my 2-parent home, it was just me and my 3 sisters.
Okay.
Okay.
So you and 3
And
sisters.
yeah, I was the baby.
Mhm.
So, you know, growing up was growing up. You know, we got whoopings just like everybody else.
Mhm.
You know, and it was, you know, don't do nothing wrong.
Right.
And take the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Take the opportunities and make something out of your life.
So would you say y'all were poor or middle class or, you know, well off?
We was comfortable.
Just comfortable?
We was comfortable. We wasn't poor. We wasn't poor. My daddy worked.
Was you
my
a bad
daddy
kid?
worked.
Did
Huh?
you get in trouble a lot?
Yeah, I stayed in.
Your father whooped your ass?
Yeah. I stayed in trouble. I took whoopings from my sister.
And your sisters whooped you too?
Huh?
Your sisters?
I said I took whoopings
for
for them.
your sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they'll fuck up and you get the ass whooped.
Yeah, I take it. You know what I'm saying? I take it. Yeah, because somebody do something, everybody finna get whooping. I did it.
So,
You know what I
so
mean?
when I was young, you
Yeah.
know, my daddy showed me how to shoot dice. So I would shoot crooked dice when I was a kid, and you know, we still watches, and you know, we'd be just doing all kind of. We eventually graduated to robbing banks, me and my partner JD. You know, and we would, you know, we tried selling weed. That shit didn't work. You know, remember these had joints for sale?
$2 joints.
Yeah, $2 joints. That shit didn't work for me. So did you hustle before you got into the ism? Or you do anything?
I legitimately hustled.
Oh yeah.
Because my daddy, he instilled work ethic in me.
Right.
Okay, so instead of him taking his clothes to the cleaners,
Mm-hmm.
I would iron his clothes and he paid me for it.
Okay.
I'd shine his shoes and he paid me for it.
Okay.
And he showed me how to put the soul dressing on, put the saddle soap, and do his Stacey Adams up. You know, he
Oh,
kept
yeah.
something for me to do, and always paid me.
So you ain't never got into like criminal crime and shit.
Take that lawnmower, take that pickup, and go knock on some doors and go
So
cut
you
some
ain't
grass.
never been in jail.
Oh, I've been to jail.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of late on. I mean, then growing up,
Okay.
I went to prison here in Texas in 1985. I was 17.
Yeah, I went when I was about 17.
I had 3 years in the game before I went to prison. So
Oh,
from
yeah.
14 to 17,
So-
I done left
so-
Amarillo and hit New Mexico, Arizona, and California.
Did you say when you was young, you think you was a ladies' man? Did the bitches like you when you was a kid? Did you get a lot of hoe action when you was? You know how niggas
I
be-
never had one girlfriend.
You never had one.
Never had
girlfriend?
one
You never had
girlfriend
a
in my
girlfriend?
life.
You always had multiple women.
Yes, sir.
So you believe in polygamy?
No. I just believe in having an
That's
appetite for variety.
variety.
I had a variety bug.
That's the spice of life.
Okay,
Right.
but that polygamy is a whole bunch of different intervals with that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it. Okay.
But you ain't with it.
Yeah,
Ain't with it.
okay, I had a variety bug. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I had 3 sisters growing up in the house. When they left, one by one they left.
Mhm.
Okay. I had my tomboy sister. I had my pretty sister.
Mhm.
I had my rough sister.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when they was gone, I had a chick I could chill with, a chick I could intellect with,
Mhm.
a chick I could, roughhouse with. So
Okay.
I would
Sound like
take
King
females
George, huh?
and, you know
One
what I'm
bitch won't
saying?
do it, King
What I had an
George.
appetite for growing up,
Yeah.
I found it in many places.
Right.
And that's just being real.
So how old was you when you first got your first shot of pussy?
9.
9?
Yes, sir.
Man, you was a little bad motherfucker when you
I was grinding, man, and it slipped up in there. Something got warm, and
still
ooh,
got warm and it happened.
it happened.
Yeah.
After that, I was hitting everything moving.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it was a curiosity thing.
so is there a lot of black people in Amarillo? Or is this mix?
Black side of town with the Hispanic side of town. We had the west side of town.
Was it like a lot of gang banging and
Oh,
crazy
no,
shit
wasn't
like
none of
that?
that. No, no,
Just
no. Wasn't no
basic
gang
work.
banging.
And that's where the oil fields at? Some shit like that?
No, they had packing plants and beef, IBP beef, beef plant. They had what's that thing called out there? Some kind of Pantex. You know, it was
Right.
just plants and basically people hard working, man. Hard working people, man.
So you
Amarillo was the city to all the surrounding surrounding towns, Lubbock, Plainview, Abilene. You know, Amarillo was town. That was the city. That was the fastest growing city, all them surrounding.
Right.
Because when Texas Tech and Lubbock, you know, Texas Tech brought life to Lubbock.
Right. So you said that you didn't really go far in school. So when did you realize that, you know, the school shit wasn't working out for you?
When they told me, don't come here no more.
Don't come to what? Kick you out of school?
Yeah,
They expelled you?
I got
Damn, man.
expelled. I got
You
kicked out of
fucking
school.
it down, getting kicked out of school.
Well,
What-
see,
how old was you?
school was like, I was 13. I'm gonna say school. I was good in school. I got my grades. I went to summer school every year. My
Okay.
daddy kept me a grade ahead. That's how I made it to 10th grade at age 14.
So, okay, so let's let that breathe. So you go back, right? You growing up in this small town, right? And you see, what I mean, for you to be who you became, did you see something? Was it like a track? Was it Pimp? Was it hoes? You know, I heard you say at one time that, you know, one of your partners caught you about to do something, and he stopped you.
Highway 66, Amarillo Boulevard. Okay,
That's
that's
you saw pimping folk close up.
Yes, sir.
Niggas from all over the country.
All over the country, man.
So when did you turn your first bitch out? Or when you break your first bitch? I'll be more specific.
First bitch broke herself to me.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, 14.
14?
I was 14 when I really, really got to
But did you know what was going on? 'Cause-
understanding. I mean, looking at these older brothers that was coming through the town. You know, I'm in the gambling shack now. Hold on, I'm in the gambling shack. I'm seeing the P's come through from all across the country.
Right.
All Nebraska, Philly, Wichita, all different. I mean, they coming through there. Amarillo.
But you're talking about 14 though,
Yeah.
Pimp. So you said a bitch broke herself to you when you was 14. So I mean, was you around the pimping? I mean, did somebody lace you up? Or I mean, it had to come from some type of direction. You ain't just pop up, you know what I mean? Because
Well,
I didn't pop up.
Back to what you was talking about, the $2 joints. I used to sell $2 joints.
Okay.
And dollar rubbers
Right.
on Amarillo Boulevard.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you was hustling.
Yeah, I had like I said, I had a 60-point ad Mustang, driving up and down the blade, right? Selling them $2 joints and them dollar rubbers after hours, those is closed. They take some money or something. They get to me. I get them to their P. He break me off or they break me off, depending on what they got. So that's kind of charged me up, being out there,
So you had first-hand experience.
operating widows.
So did any of the pimps take to you and be like, hey, listen, little homie, hey man, you gonna be a good pimp, man. Or I see the pimping in you. Let me lace your shoes. Let me tell you what this lifestyle about. But you just had the natural appetite.
that was one. And then his brother, my mentor, come out of that, and he seen it in me and put it on me.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Brother, I love and respect to this day.
So that was before you was 14. So you had knowledge of the pimping at 14
Oh yeah.
because you're selling hoes, $2 joints and condoms and
Yeah,
just.
seeing them moving in the traffic, and got out there on some extra money getting.
And hanging out on the blade and
Yeah,
hanging out at
and see,
the,
I
at the
didn't
gambling
even realize I was hustling. Then I was just
It
on
was just
my
in
money,
you. It
man.
went on
I
you.
was
It was
on
in
my
you.
money.
The shit was in you.
Yeah. I was
So
just
how
on-
was this bitch when you 14? The bitch had to be of age, right? So she was
of
14.
age?
She was 14.
She was older than me.
She
You
older
know
than
what I'm
you.
saying?
You just had recharges, huh?
Yeah, hey, every woman I had Every woman I had was older than me.
Yeah.
You know.
So older
Until I
bitch.
got older in the game.
So an older bitch came up to you and said, "Little nigga, I like you." So you must have looked at more mature than the average 14-year-old. Right?
No, it wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like that. I didn't know what freebasing was
Right.
then.
Right.
And this cat out of Omaha, Nebraska, had this broad, and they used to jump in the car with me, change their clothes if they done stole something, change their clothes, put on a different helmet, you know what I mean, and tell me run them to the other end of the blade, give me 50, 60 bucks, and cool bet, you know. Jumped in the car with me one night, he's smoking all my money. I smoke weed. You know, I'm smoking joint. I put the joint out.
Yeah, I ain't one of him.
She hot as fish grease. And she said, I just give it to you. Okay. All right, I'm with that.
White
now,
bitch or black bitch?
I know black bro.
Okay.
Now, what I done, picked up the lingo and everything, and got in the shacks, we had what we called the flats, umbrella. I cats coming through. Picked up on it, and you know what was going on. The serving, they chopping game while they shooting dice.
Right.
So I'm like Bounty the quicker pick up. Well, you're in
Sucking
my
up
city.
like
I want to
John
know
B.
what
Jr.
you're doing and how you operating. You in my town. You know what I mean? You're a stranger. You know, and that's just what it was. You're in a small town. City cats come through. You know you're on them. And yeah, that was the first. I guess fee that was given to me. All right. That lasted a hot second. You know what I mean? Didn't know nothing about serving, didn't know nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but that nigga didn't give a fuck. He somewhere cracked out.
Well,
Based up.
he gave a fuck. He gave a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? And they did what they did. They went through what they went through, and she went back over there. Okay. So, now I want one.
Yeah, you want some money.
I want one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one of them. Hey, just gonna come back like that.
Like that.
Right? And that's what I did.
So okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amarillo, Texas. So can you let these people know what's up? I mean, because I done been there before a couple of times. I fuck with some good peas, that used to hang out that way. You know what I'm saying, my man. May get out quick payday. That was my man. A few other players up out of there.
Payday, Pretty BC, Young
Pretty
Charles,
BC, Young Charles, all of
Polo.
Explain.
That's really that all. I mean,
Explain to the people, or you can explain to me, why that town was so live, and the gammon shacks and the tracks and how the tracks went, and how the pimping was up back in the 80s and maybe say 90s and maybe 2000s.
Something about that the Northwest Texas, man. The drive is different.
Yeah.
Drive is different, man. You know what I mean? We know our peoples to always work hard, and we worked just as hard, if not harder, in a different lane. And we stayed, it was just our culture in that class, in my class, to grind.
So you had pimps from all over the world.
Yes, sir.
And so that's kind of like Milwaukee. So I always tell niggas say, man, why is Milwaukee a pimp town? Because we had a live track. Our track went from 3rd and Center all the way to Wisconsin and shot up to 27th Street.
Well, I wouldn't call Amarillo a pimp town, but a bunch of good pimps came out of Amarillo.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
That's
pimps.
what I'm
Pimps
saying.
worked the hole there. That's what I mean, right?
They come
was
through
a honey
there
hole, right?
because it was in between New Mexico, Oklahoma, Colorado, and
It was a
Dallas.
honey hole.
It was in between that. It was on 287, Highway 66, Amarillo Boulevard. You're going to come through there. You're going to see something. You're going to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, we had our local.
So what was the track like? I mean, where the hoes was hoeing at up in Amarillo?
Straight up on the blade, Amarillo Boulevard.
Amarillo Boulevard.
Amarillo Boulevard is the track.
So how many hoes you see on that track up there one time?
Oh, you see a handful, and that's enough to stop if you operating.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enough to stop if you operate.
So you say, you like, I know you. We're gonna get into that. I know you've been to New York. You've been all over the country with it, right? So, do you think that your experience in your town shaped you for what you eventually became? Being the cross country brother you eventually became. Was niggas getting knocked for the bitches? Was niggas sweating hoes, jumping out of cars? It wasn't that type of pimping going on.
It was a degree where you knew what was going on. It was enough happening to give you a sense of the game.
So it was alright then.
That's all right.
So when did you decide to say, okay, man, off to the races? You know what I'm saying? Cross country, here I come.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, I said, how old was you then?
I was 14 years old when I got on the highway.
14 when you went cross country?
Yes, sir.
You.
I left Amarillo, went to Odessa, Texas. 2nd Street, oil show, the wrestling and all that was going on, and we opened up 2nd Street.
So the dude get his bitch back, right?
Yeah.
The crackhead nigga, the pipe smoking nigga, right? And then after he get his bitch back, when did you catch your next bitch?
I had her then.
Huh?
I had her then, just didn't know, didn't
You didn't know she had horn.
didn't put my foot in it, you know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that just made me come up with the concept of, man, let me take this one who really liked me and my partner, okay? And yeah, let me.
So you this bitch was already in your mix, right?
Well,
So you had to settle on it for this bitch. You just had to put some go-go boots and say, let's go.
See, I'm 14, right? I'm knocking on windows and going up and just getting the pussy.
Right.
Okay, I'm knocking on windows, just going in fucking.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I knock on this window. This is my window I go knock on,
Yeah.
and my partner up in there one night.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what you do.
I ain't mad.
Mm-hmm.
I am not mad.
Right.
But I know what to do with this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know? See, that's the distortion. You know, and I'm glad you touched on that because, see, PIs, okay, pimps is always portrayed as being dogs and low down and dirty.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that transpire, okay, that's low down, doggish, and dirty,
Mm-hmm.
and we just act on that same energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not about this game. It's about choice, not force.
Right.
Okay? I can't stand up over a woman while she do what she do with no trick.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand up over there and wait on them to get done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I gotta stay in my lane.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta issue them instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And them instructions gotta be tight right enough.
Mm-hmm.
Come back like a retriever and sock it to my pocket or not.
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah.
You got a choice and decision to make.
Right.
You chunk your values.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as a woman, you chunk your values as a woman. Go lay down with this stranger
Mm-hmm.
and run me that money.
Mm-hmm.
Who in the world can make me wrong for accepting?
Yeah, so I talked about that in my book. I said, a bitch might run past a police officer, a crossing guard, a reserve, and a fireman, and she don't ask them one of them to save her from pimping. How's that force? You know what I'm saying?
It's like, and it's not even, you like me, you know what I got going on,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's pimping and hoeing going on in my life,
Mm-hmm.
but you still like me.
Right.
The only way you know you're going to be able to be with me is get with what I got going on, this pimping and
Chunk
hoeing.
that bag.
Well, shit, you got an opportunity to keep doing what you want to do or get with what I got going on. You choose to get what I got going on. They come up with laws.
What?
And they come up with these labels that they want to put on us and they want to put on a hoe and they want to put on a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But you got to remember though, when you think about human trafficking, right? You got to look at
That's what changed the game.
2020 You got to look at 60 Minutes. They first advertised it as people coming from overseas, and that these were women, children that was brought over here.
It had nothing to do with
it. Didn't have nothing to do
pimping.
with the pimp. Before you know it, it became a domestic thing, and now they locking young black people up. And I did son. I'm gonna say this right quick, fresh,
Okay.
just to give you an example of how they trapped the pimping, right? So when you look at this young lady, this white lady, her son just killed 4 people at the school. You seen that on TV, right? And they found her guilty.
Yeah.
So
And a husband.
and her. So I was saying on this one podcast, I said, look here, sisters. I said, y'all say y'all don't need no man. I'm independent. I don't need no man. Y'all got, most homes are single parent homes, but who raising all the killing? The people raising all the killing is the same people who say they don't need no man. So now, what I'm saying is that they didn't trick them into moving the brothers up out the household through welfare and all the kind of social engineer. Now, Brother Fresh, what they saying is that if your kid kills somebody, that you're responsible if the child is under 18. What that mean? That mean a whole lot of sisters is about to be getting incarcerated because a lot of little kids that are the children of these sisters is going to be incarcerated, just like how they tricked everybody and made them think that human trafficking had something to do with foreigners. It was always a domestic move, you know. So that's how they do. They play games.
That's the sad part about society. You lock up the parents. Kids in the system.
Yeah, that's
We
the
know
whole
what the
thing.
system do for the kids.
Yeah. War to the states.
Yeah. Same as they do for people on Social Security. Absolutely nothing.
So that's to my larger point. So how do you feel when, you know, I know as a PIMP, you know, my first name Pimpin, my last name Ken. You know what I'm saying? I know as a PIMP, right? You know I ain't never forced a bitch to do shit.
Yes, sir.
And niggas say, how did you get chose? I got chose with my motherfucking mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? I learned way early in the game, and it was in DC, that, man, you know, they got to come correct. So when I get out there and Jap and Smiley and Ross and all them niggas, Supreme, all them was out there mashing like I'd whole potato. You know what I'm saying? I seen how they was coming, Jap pulling up in the big old pretty white Ben, Smiley got the big old white pretty, both of them got these pretty white whales and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Seagull, all them pimps out there. So I'm doing the same thing. I started dressing and finessing. And at that point, when a young nigga selling this bitch the dream, I came and pulled up, I was the dream. So a lot of times, you know, a bitch could be in fresh business, and next thing you know, y'all might have had a bad day, you know, you might have cussed the bitch out, and I'm popping on the track, and now the bitch is in my business because I'm looking like, you know, the bitch wanted to be
Hold
with.
on, check this out. You know, a female, a hoe, a broad, a chick, you know, put your label on them what you want to, but me and you kicking it, a bitch will choose from funky socks to rusty elbows about what she like about a motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about? Like me how I like to be liked, or don't.
Right.
Okay? That was my mentality.
Yeah.
Okay? To this day. Like me how I like to be liked, or don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you can't like me how I like to be liked, ain't no sense in us even wasting our time.
So did you ever have a bitch choose up and she liked you, she chose up, but then she ended up being a faggot? You know, she just,
Mad move. Yeah, I done had some mad move money given to me. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? But see, I learned early in the game about that. You know? I was young.
Mhm.
Older bros was 27, 28, 15, 16, moving around, trying to, you know, make they PI mad. You know, the old school cats that was in the game. I'm trying to make that old school guy mad and give me some money and come be with me for a minute while my chest bumping my chin. You know what I mean? I done got the only bitch. Okay? Cat out of Memphis, matter of fact. And yeah, he had some other things going on, and he had kids in the motel room by this bitch.
And some puppies.
Playing, yeah. He wasn't going for that. You got the last bitch, and I got these kids. Yeah, that was an issue.
Turned to McGill Gorilla.
pistols pulled and some more. Hey, man, hey, take that, man. It ain't that serious, homie. Gone.
And that's, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because, you know, I had to throw back a couple of bitches at niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit, I just like, man, this nigga ain't got no pimping with him, man. I'm not finna lose my life about this bitch, and the bitch ain't really gave me no real money anyway. You know, I mean, it was decent trap, but, you know, so when I was first about, you know, I first started hanging out on the East Coast, you know, over there in D.C. and New York, you know, if a nigga went pimping, right, and we all was standing around, me and Blue Diamond, you know, May Get Free, that's my main man. My man over there out of on Broad Street was my man. He's a Muslim. Amir, all them, we'd be out there just, you know, mashing. Then a nigga come through, he had no pimping, so we'd all scatter. We would leave. You know, if the nigga say some mispimping shit or say some sucker shit, we just walk away like, yeah, man, I holler at y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga didn't have no ism with him, right? You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I go on Harry Hines. I was just out there in California, in Oakland on International. I just go just to speak to the brothers on the track and give them positive words of courage. And I can see it used to be 80% pimping and 20% simping. Now it could be 20% simping and 20% pimping, 80% simping. But the pimps had no other choice. They cohabitating with the simps. We never did that back in my day.
In my day, in my class, if somebody came around, said something off the wall, if you had a broad or you didn't, we gonna put you in that microwave, wrap foil around you and turn up on high. Okay, we gonna roast you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which at the time we wasn't really understanding that some cats would just come and do that just to get some game.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Come charge us up with some off
Game
the wall
piece.
shit.
Game
okay?
piece. Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a straw in their mouth and like bounty the quicker pick up in their left hand. You understand what I'm saying? So with me, it was exercising my mouthpiece. You got something sideways or off, you know, off page to say.
No, he's
you know
called me
what I
the
mean?
king of the roast. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you something.
Hey, so I love that part. That don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's some of the best.
You know, it's to be sold and not told.
Nah, but
hey man, if it's in you, it's in you.
It's in you.
Okay, ain't no nozzle to cut this shit off.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying,
brother Fresh? I done roast some of the best, man. I bit them Mayweather on their feet because I want them still standing when I get through biting their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So I love that part, but I guess what I'm more so speaking of is that, you know, there was guys that come through there and say some shit. You know, they got their sponge and shit, and they straw, they sucking up game. But on the other side, I'm saying, you know, how do you feel like if all the shit that we went through to protect this shit we call the game, right? The shit we call ism. You know what I'm saying? If we went through all that, you know, stand up late nights, drinking Hennessy, you know, some niggas blowing, you know, some niggas, you know, smoking weed, whatever nigga choice of drugs was, and, you know, stand out here till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, raising these hoes and shit, setting them and sweating them. You know what I'm saying? We went through all that shit for the game to be just to the point where, you know, hey man, all you gotta do is run up and say, I'm a pimp. And that's all you need. I mean, that seems like what we see today.
It's times have changed. Okay, because if a cat ran up in the 80s and just wanted some pimping, you know what I mean? He could get it. He could get it. You know what I mean? Free of charge.
In the 80s?
In the 80s, you can get
man, shit. What, where? I'm around.
Anywhere on the map.
Shit, man. Hey, man, Chicago, Milwaukee.
Now.
No, let me finish. When I first came around, them niggas wasn't trying to give me nothing.
No, I'm talking about now the rapping and the rhyming and the kicking it and the lingo. Yeah. That's the game. You can get it.
Oh, yeah.
But can you pick up on it?
But see,
you know what I'm saying? Can you catch
what nigga?
Fastball, curveballs, and sliders. Is what I'm talking about. What can you knock out the park?
What nigga you know or did I know that can rhyme? You can say all that slick shit you want to say, but you still got to beg on that bitch, man, and you still got to pimp for the money.
Yes, sir.
See, like I tell niggas, man, I said the way
everybody can have a hoe, but can't everybody pimp.
But see, the way I did with my hoe specifically, I didn't pimp for the money. I pimped for a whole soul. You know what I'm saying? I got more joy with sending instructions. I tell niggas, like I told a nigga Sharp on No Jump, I said, man, all I ever did was I was, you know, taught to give bitches instructions. My man Pimpin Pope, man, rest in peace. He said, man, this game is all about instructions. If you see some paper on the ground, you tell, hey, bitch, pick up the paper. Hey, bitch, get up and cook me some food. Hey, bitch, you know, go get me a glass of water. Hey, bitch, go check my car and get all my clothes.
And see, that's the distortion about when brothers say, if you ain't in charge, you ain't got nothing going on.
Right.
They get that fucked up.
Right.
It's not that do what I say do in charge.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It's like, are you in charge of the program?
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You got to be in charge of the program.
Right.
Okay?
And every program I'm
not gonna waste my time or a bitch's time.
Right.
Okay? Go pick up that piece of paper. Go cook that food. That ain't getting me my money.
But
I mean, that's giving me a God complex.
But check
you
this out.
understand me? I don't want that. I want the money.
Check this out.
I don't want your soul.
What I'm saying.
I want your duty.
What I'm saying.
That's the only way I'm gonna get my bounty.
When a hoe come into a pimp household, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? She come in there smelling like tricks, right? So the first thing I want this hoe to do,
go get that trick off her.
Bitch, go wash the trick off you. Okay, once the bitch wash the trick off her, I want the bitch to know she's not finna give me any instructions. The bitch ain't finna tell me what to do. Anything, when a bitch, believe this or not,
before she go out the door, that's understood. So when she come back in, she should have the same understanding. But the pimping don't never stop. Right, she should have the same understanding.
No, it don't never stop. See, that's what happened. Niggas get to playing NBA 2K and niggas get to playing golf and doing all that kind of shit.
That's a new way.
But I'm just saying, even the old way, niggas get to doing shit that ain't pimping. And then next thing you know, the hoe ain't no longer follow instructions, because still, you know what I'm saying, if the bitch will pick up the paper, if the bitch will cook the food, guess what? The bitch will go sell some pussy. Now, I give you an example. I told nigga that, I said, my nigga, I said, you know, have you ever pimped? He said, no, I ain't never pimped. I said, so have you ever give a bitch a kilo of dope or some work to hold? He said, yeah. I said, that bitch like you, right? He said, yeah, the bitch like me. He said, yeah, so the bitch did what you told her to do. But see, in the ism, which is a difference from him, you know, giving the bitch some dope to hold, in the ism, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, if you don't give that bitch instructions, if you ain't standing on your pimping, you know she gonna put your shit on the internet. You know that bitch gonna be like, that nigga fresh ain't pimping. You know, I ran circles around him. Not you.
Right. No, I ain't gonna. I mean, you know, so, it's like, but I'm saying the difference between the cats that come in the game.
You got to control the bitch though, fresh.
I don't want to control the bitch.
But how
I want to control. I want to control what I do with that money, man. What I do with them instructions that I get to get that money.
So you telling me live on camera, you just pimp for the money?
I pimp for everything.
That's what I'm saying. So we saying the same thing. What I'm saying, I didn't just pimp for the money, because you understand. Because if a bitch give you $1 million, she come to the house and disrespect you. What that mean? That means she don't respect your pimping. When a bitch come to the house, you got to have some type of dictatorship. See, my dick didn't stand for dick. My dick stand for dictate.
Okay, right.
I'm dictating to this whole what I need, bitch.
See, that's where
you gotta have a certain type of household, though, right?
That's where my passion is different. Okay, because I was in a different class, man. I didn't sell the dope. I didn't rob, steal, or kill to get the wonderful toys and the tools. You dig? I snuck that bitch out of mama's window house and took her to the blade and got my money. And then I got on the road and hit the highway with less than half a tank of gas. Hit that rest area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Hit that truck stop. Hit that rest area. Hit that truck stop. By the time where I got where I was going,
see, that's the beginning. It wasn't beginner's luck.
No.
It wasn't beginner's luck. That was the beginning. But check this out, Fresh. Think about it for a minute. You're telling. Listen, what you're saying on camera. You're saying.
I'm saying on camera
that you just wanted the money, but what I'm saying.
You said a dictatorship, though. I don't.
So your hoes control.
I don't.
Who control the household? You and your bitch. Who's the captain of the ship? You the bitch.
I'm in
you
charge.
the captain, right?
I'm in charge of how things
you said
flow.
the same thing.
I'm in charge of how things flow. I got a program.
We said the same thing.
I got a program.
But no, listen, man. Hey, bitch. Okay. Hey, bitch. Look here. Go over here. Do this, bitch. Do that, bitch. You understand me? Hey, bitch. I need you to. Hey, bitch. I need you over here. Hey, bitch. I need you to shut your motherfucking mouth. I need you to shut your mouth, ho. I need you to be in pocket, bitch. And I guarantee you, man. Guess what? Guess what? No. Let me give me a fair shot. So if I did do that, guess what? Man, fuck this shit. You know, hey, man, we just hoeing and we ain't getting no money. I mean, now I got to deal with that shit. You understand me? So when I say control...
Check this version out.
Okay.
Boom. You got this bro. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. You giving these instructions to him.
Right.
She going to get that money.
Right.
She's shocking it to your pocket.
Right.
You doing wonderful things with this money. Mm-hmm. Boy, you like the bionic man. Mm-hmm. So every time she shot it to your pocket, whoa, she can see her money, she can feel her money. That was my super glue. Watch what I do with this money you get. Watch what I do with this money. Okay. I don't need, you know what? Hey, as long as you do the right thing with that money.
Same thing, friend. So once
I don't need to holler. I don't need to scream. I don't need to order. I just need to instruct and stay in charge of how things flow.
You saying the same thing. Stay in charge, control. What's the fucking difference?
Control.
You can't tell me ain't no bitch came in.
Okay, you got a power trip.
Ain't no bitch came in French household and disrespected French.
You got.
I know you, man. You
can have a power trip. You can have a God complex. You have a God complex. Because if you have a pimp, you better believe I am.
Okay.
You ain't pimp unless you is. You ain't pimp unless you is. Just come on.
Such a ass motherfucking pimp. That nigga never shit to a bitch, man. I ain't buying, man. This motherfucking ride back and forth. This bitch ain't buying, man. Tell that hoe that shit, man. I'm glad you ain't say right. I got you. I'm basically always in pocket. You understand me? Otherwise, you got the socks knocked out, right? You understand me? I love this shit. Yeah. The hoes, they held their head down. They went out of pocket. You understand me? They went looking at another pimp. They went hanging out with other hoes, pimps, because you gave them hoes instructions. They look here, bitch. This is the way the gang go, bitch. This ain't, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? We human beings, bitch. I'm not trying to make you my robot. But, bitch, if you look at Ken a certain way, bitch, you giving him fair game to get in my business. If you hanging out with Ken hoes and you understand me, you ain't in Ken's household, you know what I mean? You giving Ken fair business and you putting them hoes in my household.
That's why
unless I give you specific instructions to get up on them with Ken, bitch, that bitch, you know what I'm saying, like she a little bit slow horn and peel that hoe up under that nigga.
That's why it's imperative, bruh, that when you instruct, there is nothing, I'm going to use your word, in the bitch's soul that should be listening for nothing that she's missing at home.
Okay, so how you got knocked then?
Huh?
How many times you been knocked?
Twice.
They wouldn't follow the instructions. They soul was too tight, wasn't it?
Hold on. You got to listen to this one though. Okay. These two, like I said, I've been to penitentiary.
And we ain't going to pay attention. I'm putting the penitentiary in this shit.
This on TV, right?
Yeah, this on TV.
The whole world watching. The whole world watching.
All your pimp partners.
International Blue. First one got me. International Blue got me in Anaheim, California.
Okay.
I'm glad to see him with her. Because he thought I was gone. That's the only time Texas didn't come get me for parole violation. But they was overcrowded in Orange County Jail and they spit me out.
Okay. Praise the Lord.
But Blue kept that bitch.
Yeah, he kept that bitch, man. They got nothing to do with it, man.
And rest in peace, Mr. Dripper.
Dripper.
That was a soul spot. But I got the bitch back. He got to spank me. Yeah. That's one of my mentors. He spanked me. So
the instructions, right? You know what I'm saying? The rules and regulations of this game that we play. You know, every game You can't win unless you know the rules, right? So we playing the game to win, and we follow these rules. Now, I believe that if you call me and say, Ken, break the plate, that bitch don't eat there no more. I'm gonna serve you the news, and I'm blowing your fuse, and I'm putting this on some new rules. Okay, all right, Fresh. You know what I'm saying? You serve me, right? That's fair game, right? You know what I'm saying? You serving me because you don't want me to think that, hey man, this bitch got caught by the police, this bitch in the hospital.
Bitch ain't in the morgue.
The bitch ain't in the morgue. So you understand me? That's the rules, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
okay.
True that.
Another thing. If your hoes walked around the blaze and was waving at every pimp car, hey, honey, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you like, man, you know what I'm saying? Me and niggas in your business, niggas sweating your hoes, the bitch can't get no money. You gonna, in your mind, you gonna automatically say, God damn. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Me, these hoes is out of pocket. I gotta get some control under this shit. I gotta get these hoes in pocket. I gotta. Hey, look here, bitch. Let me tell you something, bitch. I know you greener than a motherfucking pool table, bitch. But guess what, ho? You know what I'm saying? Me, that nigga there, that's fresh. That's fresh. That's fresh. That's Texas fresh. Real motherfucking pimp, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Me, don't be playing with these pimping. Don't play with this pimping out here, bitch. Because these niggas ain't gonna respect my game. You know what I'm saying? Me, and then if hoes see your hoes out of pocket. What do they say to the other hoes that say, damn, you could go to Fresh Cap and you could do what the fuck you want to do?
Hey, so I'm not cats like that now.
Yeah, but so that's what
I go get with him. I ain't got to hold so hard.
Yeah, but Fresh, what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, pimp to pimp, right?
Yeah,
is that, man, you know, the reason why, and don't take it, I'm not a dictator. I'm not a tyrant, right? The reason why I said
no,
that
you're a dictator.
No, yeah. No, my dick stands for dictate. It dictates a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let her know where she got to go, right? But listen though, what I'm saying is that real talk, right? That when I say I'm trying to get in the whole soul, I'm not trying to get in the whole soul like David Koresh or, you know, none of these cult leaders. What I'm saying is that, you know, the soul and the mind controls the body. You see what I'm saying? So if I can get the mind and if I have to use certain psychological tactics to get to that point, I'm gonna do it. Now it's a lot of things that I would do psychological when it comes to a female. You know, like, I mean, the way I mash on them. You know, like I was giving an example the other day. Dude said, you know, he said, how do you lock your bottom bitch down? I said, I go get me, you know what I'm saying, me briefcase full of money, count about 100,000 out, put the briefcase in there, put it behind the couch, got another briefcase, pull the one with the newspaper, I put it down. Hey, ho, I need you to go drop this money off somewhere. Now this hoe been with me for a minute, but you know the book on what the hoe gonna do haven't been written yet. So this bitch got one more level of test that I have to test this hoe to see if she's solid. You know what I'm saying? And then if the bitch, you understand me, do what does say the pimp, and she take that money and put that money where, and that bitch don't cross me, that builds a closer bond to me. Now I know that this bitch, you understand me, if she didn't run off with this much money, she probably ain't gonna run off with the trap. You know what I'm saying? Me, so that's just how I can go into thousands of tactics and strategies. You know, like, you know, you come on, man. I'm gonna let you talk, man. I don't want to get your interview.
You said psychology. Now let's pull the bullshit off of it and get to the psychology part.
Okay.
Relationship. Okay. You got a relation. Okay. And then the ship's rock. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the only way you're gonna keep that thing rocking in this game, you gotta be how you lock a hoe down. Okay? You gotta be mama, daddy, sister, brother, gynecologist, motherfucking therapist.
Which gets to the whole soul.
Okay? You gotta wear so many hats and ain't got enough head.
So how do you lock a bitch down? A lot of niggas used to tell me this, right? And I didn't agree with this. You can tell me you agree. Yeah, man, Pimp, you gotta lock the bitch in. Like, get a bitch a baby, man, or something. I don't believe in that. Do you? You don't believe in that, do you?
What?
Locking the
Put
bitch
a baby
in.
in
Yeah. I know you believe in having kids by your folks, but I'm just saying if they've been around.
My lock game has always been consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency. You know what I mean? I'm an extremist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna run a bitch on the gauntlet. You gotta have nuts, guts, and courage to fuck with me.
Right.
I'm gonna put you through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna put you through it. Every broad that's ever been with me, okay? Every broad that's ever been with me, man, they ruined. Huh? Talking about they gonna go live forever after some square shit. Nah, they done. They done.
They don't fuck with nobody. They don't fuck with nobody.
We a whole lot, baby. Spend we a whole lot, man.
But you know,
and it takes a lot of a person to deal with us.
Yeah, but
at the end of the day.
you know, some pimps out of Milwaukee.
C money.
Yeah, did you know Sluggo?
Sluggo, I know Sluggo.
Yeah, that was my man. You know,
Sluggo,
Sluggo. He raised us. You know what I mean? Like literally. You know what I'm saying? That nigga had jewelry like Mr. T before Mr. T, and we was kids watching him grow up on the blade.
I run across Sluggo with Hawata.
Yeah, so Sluggo told me one time, man, I never forget, may he rest in peace. I said, Sluggo, now this Sluggo telling me, this is a nigga, you know, that been all over the country. He like you look at the map, you find him too. You know, even when he was older, when he came out of penitentiary, you know, he still had pretty young bitches. So Sluggo said, Ken, this how you lock a bitch down. I said, how you lock a bitch down? He said, you gotta treat them. They gotta be a tail light. They gotta be a back blinker. They gotta be in the rear. And he said, bitch gonna follow her money. He said, never stop mashing. And that's how I lived my career. Every hoe that ever fuck with me, I know what you said, they would ruin. They gonna say, that motherfucker got me for a motherfucking ticket or better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the way I was taught. Now I'm saying what you said too. Now on your now, when you said you run them in, now, I was talking to somebody else. They said, how long do a hoe get with a pimp? I said, a real hoe stay with a pimp 4 years. You know, after 4 years, a nigga might get another 4 years. That's re-elected. It's like being Barack Obama. Your bitch, you know, re-elect your pimping. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of hoes. So after that, so after that 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Me, when I get to that third year, what I do, I go to mashing like a motherfucking Idaho potato. I be determined like a German. I'm trying to get because this is what the pimping told me. I'm trying to get my last motherfucking run out this bitch, right? But then every now and then it'll spill over to another year, then another year. Then, you know, it depends on the bitch at this time, you know what I'm saying? She's no longer a turnout, she's a burnout. You know, she's burning out, not that she can't fuck no more.
My lock-in was 30 days. Bitch, I don't want to know if you're a man or woman for 30 days. I want to know if we can put our big heads together and come up with $1 or $2 for 30 days. After that first 30, I'm going to knock the lining out you. That was my life.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I know the average decent looking female, first thing the average man going to do is run her to the killing ground. Just try to run her to the bedroom, run up in the guts.
I never did that.
I don't want none.
I
don't want none. First 30 days, I don't want none. When I was younger, I'm not touching you for the first 30 days. Hang out.
I would go longer than that because I like
30 days when I was when I turned out in the game. It was 30 days. I'm not touching.
But see, I like the butt naked fun part, right? But the thing about me,
gotta come with a run though.
But the thing about me, right, is that another pimp out of Milwaukee, Pimpin' Pope. He had an incident. I was in jail. I was 17. I went for a jewelry store, robbed jewelry stores. You know, I told you I robbed banks and jewelry stores. I was a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
straight gangster. You know what I'm saying? I was way G before I was P. So, but I had a bitch though, but I didn't know what I was doing. So Pope was in there, and Pope explained to me, and I tell the story often. He said, Ken, he said, and Pimpin' Sam just told me, I was saying the name Juanita, ladies and gentlemen, her name was Rosie. You know, so the chick name was Rosie, and Pimp Sam from Milwaukee, and Pimp Sam, the original Pimp Sam, before Pimp Sam of Milwaukee, they was partners, they used to run together. So Sam, you know, he kind of explained the story a little bit more in depth, because Sam, Pimp Pope told me the story from prison. Right. But Sam told me the story from, you know, as he witnesses on the street. Okay. So the bar Rose was a gorgeous, beautiful, you know, red bone out of Milwaukee. So, but Pope, the guy that, you know, told me about the soul and the instructions, you know what I'm saying, he had this broad, you know, so tight, so wrapped up in his pimping and his ism that when Sam got it, Sam, you know what I'm saying, mistaked that ism for love. right? So he gave me an early perspective on, you know, being desensitized. You know what I'm saying? He said, go have a triple bypass. You know what I'm saying? Have all the sympathy removed out your heart. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have no sympathy, you know, plus, you know, being molested at 3 years old by my babysitter, you know, the little lady that babysitted, and my mama not come see me in prison, it gave me a cold heart. But I know a lot of people don't understand what I'm about to say, but it was that cold heart that never allowed me to get caught up in the trips and the pitfalls that a lot of P's get caught up into.
I can relate. I can relate. There's a lot of keeping your feelings and emotions in check.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. That's not learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
That's something that requires a cold heart.
Right.
Right. My experience with the cold heart was having so much of my parents, what they instilled in me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, turkey, Christmas tree, turkey on the table. I mean, home movies, the big reel-to-reels and all that there.
Mm-hmm.
Cut off like running water because I chose the game.
Right.
Okay, what they was trying to shelter me from, heighten my appetite to see what they was trying to, shield me from, and sneaking out and dipping out and got me out there at 14 years old. Well, I had to be a man. I had to keep a roof over my head. I had to keep 4 wheels up under my ass. I had to keep eating.
So that was your motivating factor.
No, I had to survive. I did not want to come back down the road, Texas, a failure. You understand?
I was kind of different.
When I went to the penitentiary, I was 17. I went to the penitentiary here in Texas. I wrote my mother a letter. I said, can you send me a few dollars so I can get some hygiene, some commissary?
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie Prison Break in the 70s,
mm-hmm.
late 70s, early 80s, late 70s, right? Yeah, 79, somewhere in there. We used to watch Prison Break together. Mm-hmm. She liked that show. Come watch it. We watch it together. All my sisters was gone, you know, in the game, whatever. And she wrote me a letter back. I think you're in a place where you shouldn't have things other people might want.
That's the same thing. My mama never came. My mama never came to see me, man. I was hurt, man.
I'm planting potatoes,
I feel sorry,
cotton. I'm planting potatoes and picking cotton in Tennessee, cotton in Texas. You hear me?
Mm. Yeah, they got the chain gang
what?
Up there, right?
You what?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Rick,
mm-hmm.
my sister, and Pretty Rick from Hawaii sent me $200, and that little 2-year bid I did. I started a stove, smoked Free World cigarettes, and kept my clothes starched and iron. Mm-hmm. Off that $200. I learned out of jail with that little money, man.
So you think that may have caused
from my mother?
That may have caused you to be a little harder on the game. Yeah.
I didn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about a female for so long.
That's the same thing happened.
Your mother leave you for dead. You get the feeling that your mother left you for dead.
Can I say something to the people right quick? Let me just say something to the people. Listen. Y'all heard me say this on Highly Initiated. I told you, I said probably most of the brothers that go through the game had the same experience I had. It's either a mother or a female, a girl that you like. And then y'all heard him say that he went in a room and his partner was having sex with one of his chicks. He said it didn't bother him. But it did bother him. That shit bothers you because I had a young lady that I was fucking with too. The same thing happened. But she was messing with an older guy. And I walk in on him having sex. All this shit, you know what I'm saying? It has a lot to do with the pimp mentality. You know what I'm saying? I think that the females go through shit, but there's a lot of pimps that go through shit that the society don't talk about.
Oh man, when a woman tell me she loved me right today, it means nothing. In my mind, fuck you keep telling me you love me, you trying to convince yourself that you do? Mm-hmm. When I got motherfuckers going out my door for 38 years, talking about I love you, daddy, before they go share themselves with strangers Sunday throughout Sunday, coming back in, yanking on me, I love you. It's a big distortion. Psychological torment. All right? This is what I ain't talked about. The psychological torment. You hear the glamour and glory stories about this pimping. You don't hear the tragedy. I mean, about the mental torment about this shit.
Tell us about
Now,
it.
you can be as fine and big shit popping as you want to be. You're human and you're man first.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't put pimping before being human.
Right.
You can't put pimping before being a man. Okay? And we got feelings. And we got emotions. You block that out, you can be anybody you want to be. Okay? But that's a cargo container of damage you're going to have to take a look at one day, baby.
Yeah, and you know,
And a lot of us don't take a look at it till we old.
yeah. See,
And ain't no more jugs, and we can't catch no more young girls.
Brother Fresh, I was 54. I'm 60 now. I was 54 when I called my mom. I said, Mom, I know what was wrong with me. She said, what's wrong with me? I said, you know, the lady that you used to have babysit with me used to always, you know, take me and, you know, play with my penis and do all kind of stuff. And that's why I was in special ed. That's why I couldn't read until I was 20. You know, all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, her not coming to see me in prison, man, that fucked me up, dude. I'm talking about, man, back to my brother.
Wait a minute, you and your moms got to talk about this?
Yeah, my mom's still alive.
Okay.
So I'm talking to moms about it because I had this broad, you know, that I was fucking with, and she was telling me about some shit that she went through, and it just triggered, and I remembered it, and I said this was, and then I got to thinking about why I was doing so bad in school, and why, you know, man, I was so cold, bro. I'd kill a nigga in a minute. I ain't gonna say I killed nobody, but I didn't give a fuck about killing a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck about no nigga, no bitch, and nothing, right? I'm like, seriously, I'm like, listen,
right.
I'm in the penitentiary. Any nigga penitentiary will tell you, man, I'm knocking niggas out on the spot. Nigga talk crazy, it's only popping. It's only popping. You know what I'm saying? And I was so desensitized, but it stemmed from my childhood. You know, post-traumatic stress disorder. And I live with that, but you know, when I first experienced love, when my daughter, I have a child till I was 31. So when my daughter Kiki was born, then I loved her so much. It was like, I couldn't believe this was mine. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we did the blood test and all that. It was my child, you know what I'm saying? And so that made me understand what love, and then a subsequent, you know, 9 children later, you know, I know what love is now by way vicariously through my children. But until, like I said, you know, women even ask me, why you don't have no passion? Why you don't know? And then, you know, I didn't find out till I was 54. So I wanted, you know, if there's any pimps out there, you know, if y'all been through what me and Brother Fresh been through, if it's something that made y'all get in the game and makes y'all be desensitized, it had no sympathy for a bitch, can you please comment and let us know if y'all going through some of the same thing? And then women, I already know, because I had a bunch of y'all that been raped, that been molested, that been played with by your uncle, your cousin, or somebody, you know. So society needs to look at this pimping and horn thing from a bigger picture.
And that's, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you about the first 30 years out of 38. Hey man, every broad I had somebody tampering with her related
Okay.
to them.
This a whole different person, all the way from my brother. I'm from Milwaukee, same story.
Hey man, these females, man, in this game, they might shake and twerk their ass on social media. They might have been in the game. I'm 56. So I know some bros out there in their 40s that I had who was tampered with. And just to did not know how to deal with that trauma, self-medicated to grab a hold of some pimp instructions. I'd rather take the pimping than to look at that and go damage myself some more. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Okay? Pimps don't make these hoes fucked up. It's fucked up shit in their life. Because I know the pimping done saved a lot of them motherfuckers from stringing themselves up.
Man, I had a bitch, right? She was I ain't gonna say the street, but we got a lot of streets in Milwaukee with just bitches around there hoeing for free and doing nothing, right? So I pull up on the bitch, and you know, I level the bitch up, you know what I mean, and The bitch got to having some real money, became a real boss hoe. You know what I'm saying? Minks, diamonds, fly cars and shit, you know. And the bitch, she came to me, you know, when the shit was all over. She said, man, you saved my life. She said, I was doing everything that you had me doing, but you got me doing it with finesse. I ain't really selling pussy. I'm selling pussyality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I turned a false into a boss. So now this bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm showing her how to get money without even opening her legs no more. She still got the same title, but she's educated.
That was my thing, and a lot of my successful consistency runs I got out of bras. It ain't gotta come from your hips. It come from your fingertips or your lips. Talk for it or take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine.
Yeah.
You talking about this? You love me? Okay, that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hey man, I think I own a piece of Rolex. I think I own a piece of Rolex. I ain't got so many motherfuckers, man.
Hey, my mentor, Fun Loving JP. Okay,
yeah, Fun Loving.
I ain't gonna say nobody. You know, as far as that man's track record and his pimping, he saw it in me and put it on me.
So
I'm taking my hat off to that man. You know what I'm talking about? Fun Loving JP. Yeah, he put it. He put it on me, man.
Yeah.
It was in me. He put it on me. And that man had Coco and TJ and this bra called Blow Pop. Hey man, call him the Wrecking Crew. They're taking everything that wasn't bolted down. Yeah. I'm talking about, man, and that one of my first bras that I had that he dropped me off in Fort Worth, Texas on Lancaster.
My nigga,
he dropped me off with that. It was man, Flam. It was a couple of cats around there, man. Chickalick, Donald Ray, D Ray.
So did any of your hoes have kids when you was mashing? Did they have did you step kids?
Had kids.
You know, you know, like that little dude. Now, okay, my little Neo, right? He was down there in Miami. You know, he caught that murder case in Milwaukee. You know, I had his mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had his mama for years. You know, she was getting money, and he ended up, and his brother ended up in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I questioned myself. I wondered, was I partially responsible, or did I influence them?
You spent more time with them than their mama did.
Yeah.
So do you kids emulate what they're around?
Did anybody in your step kids grow up to be in the game?
Not one of them.
Not one of them.
Not one of them. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Man, by the way, free DL, man. He did this. He was good at the same thing that your man was good at. You know, he had some bad bitches, man. Them hoes was getting watched. That little nigga was driving motherfucking Maybachs and everything. Little cold young nigga out of Milwaukee, man. Mm-hmm. I showed, hey man, he went out like that though, man. I don't know if he beat the case or not, but I hope he do.
That's something I'm so grateful for, man. You know, I tell my kids, man, hey man, if you get them wild ideas in your head, come holler at your old man, I'll tell you how that work out for you. No gangbangers, no strippers, no pimps, and ain't nobody been to jail. I'm grateful. And I'm not knocking nobody who does. I'm just blessed.
My son,
that mine have it.
My son, the one you see online with me, he hit me up at 14 and said, Daddy, I know exactly what I want to be. I said, what you want to be, Supreme? He said, I want to be a pimp. I said, well, I'm going to beat your ass, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up going to college, and then, you know, I used to think, you know, that I was teaching him everything right. So he went to college, he did everything, but no, he got caught with a quarter pound of weed. I never had no weed, no drugs, or nothing around this boy, right?
Right.
He got caught with a quarter pound of weed. Okay, they kicked him out of school. A few months later, he get caught with 10 pounds of weed, all kind of AKs and shit. Beat the case. I didn't have nothing to do with that. Every time he was with me, it wasn't nothing but some hoeing and some hipping. Can you honestly say, even though we raise our children right, and we give them all the proper instructions, and we teach them, you know, life's lessons, can you say that our kids is not us? What I'm saying is that no matter who, because my mama, right, she was a church lady. Mm-hmm. You know, my daddy was a street nigga, you know, a player. But you know, I wasn't my daddy. I became who I was on my own. So, you know, do you feel that? Do you feel like?
Yes, you do. See, this is what it is about children, right? We want what we want for our children.
Right.
And when our children grow, they develop their own personality.
Mm-hmm.
So when they develop their own personality, they want what they want, and we want what we want for them.
Right.
But that's where the friction, that's where the turbulence begins. You dig? My father and my mother, they come from an era where my era had opportunities they didn't have. Take these opportunities. They mashing on us. Take these opportunities. Whoa. Everybody going to a house party. I understand your opportunity, but I want to go to a house party, but I can't go.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So your children are going to develop their own personalities, and what's instilled in them is what they emulate from who they are around the most, whether it's biological parents, step parents. You dig what I'm saying? And you was a stepfather.
Right.
Okay?
But my real son, my real son.
Mm-hmm.
He did say while we was on off the porch, he said my dad did. He said I was embarrassed because my dad did tell me not to get caught up in that shit. Here's what come with it. So I did give him, the proper instructions.
You
but
did, and
some way he fell off the boat and did his own thing.
It's not. He fell off your boat.
Yeah.
He did his own thing.
Yeah.
You was trying
I'm
to
talking
keep
about the boats.
You was trying to keep the rope in the ship.
Yeah.
You was trying to keep the ship rocking.
I'm trying to keep him out of jail.
You know what I'm talking about? Right. And the only way you keep the ship rocking, and that father-son relationship is to keep it rocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
one person fall out, it don't rock no more. It go one way.
But my other son, he ain't never been in jail, never been in trouble. He's in that movie called All American. He's been in a lot of movies. So I say 50-50, right? Okay, my daughters, they got a master's degree. All of them doing well like your children, right? So I can. I knew Supreme, you know what I'm saying? I had him with me all the time. I knew he was gonna be something. I don't know what he was gonna be. He was gonna be something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he mashed on one or two, But his mama was knee deep in the game too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that may have played a part on it as well. Then his granddaddy was a major drug dealer. All his uncles was drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? This is what he growed up with, pistols. His brother got shot in the head. I almost went crazy. I'm calling niggas up. Hey man,
what do you think about that? Okay,
I'm talking about
his mama was deep in the
stepbrother.
game. You was deep in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 23-year-old. Her mama was deep in the game because of me, and I'm deep in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And she know it all. Don't touch street. Don't touch street at all.
Because
But just the psychological of knowing it all.
But then
That's
by
something
you being in the game,
healing needs to take place.
but see, us being in the game, we know the pitfalls. So a lot of times, we give them that life that my mom. See, all my kids got $1,000 every birthday. They got Christmas and all that shit that they want. I took care of them back to school. They never wanted for shit. It wasn't like that for me and you. You know what I'm saying? You had to get it at the mud at 14. I'm out there at 14 grinding with you. You know what I'm saying? We getting money. I ain't trying to wait on.
See, that's the thing. I didn't have to.
But
My old
you
man,
did though, right?
my old man was good with his money. We was cool. He had a plan for me. His plan for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't go along with the plan. I fell off the boat.
You fell off the boat.
I fell off the boat.
You did what Supreme did.
See what I'm saying?
You
I chose street.
So a lot of guys gonna be mad if I don't ask you this. So, you one of the best that ever did it. You know what I mean? It's long removed from the time that you did it. Can you walk us briefly through the tracks and through the cities? And you was talking to me earlier. We was talking about 11th Avenue and stuff like that. And what a real P have to do, to be really in this game. Can you break that down? Can you just go from like you said, from Amarillo all the way to Hollywood Boulevard back to the East Coast?
You got Amarillo, Texas. It was a short dose. After I got out of there, I realized that was a short dose. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now this was the route. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Different. But hey, just like Amarillo, Sheldos, Phoenix, Arizona, the desert, palm trees, grapefruits on the trees, dusty and hot all the goddamn time. But okay, Tucson, Arizona.
So what was the blade at on Tucson?
Miracle Mile.
Miracle Mile. You ever do Phoenix?
1984. Yeah, I did Phoenix.
Indian School,
Van Buren. Indian School between 27th Avenue, between Indian School and Camelback. You got Priest and Broadway. I'm saying on the west side. You got Priest.
Was there some real pimping going on in Phoenix at that time?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Phoenix.
So
Phoenix was like for California.
What track you think was the livest? Going
in
through
Phoenix?
No, I'm talking about like Albuquerque going on. I mean, like when you like my favorite place to go was New York and DC because Hoes was actually turning tricks right there on the blade on 11th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? In DC,
Phoenix was different because they let them. I mean, Amarillo, Albuquerque. They dressing down. They ain't really hoish.
Right.
Phoenix, yeah, they let them get hoish. You know what I mean? 4.5-inch pump, they doing the whole naked. You know what I'm talking about? It's wild.
Niggas getting served, getting
motherfuckers
pull up in Rolls Royces.
Cars bumping like they bump in New York City like this here on side them back streets. You know what I mean? You turn a corner, you see them on the back street jumping in and out of car, pulling the dress down. I mean, that Phoenix something else. Phoenix something different. That's Phoenix became later in the game where the Weekend Warriors would come to California, Oregon, and Seattle. They come down to Phoenix before they opened up the Blades. They come down to Phoenix. That was fire. You leave Phoenix, you shoot through Tucson. You got to hit that Miracle Mile, that Speedway. And then that's laid. Tucson. Ain't nothing to do. Ain't nothing to do.
Ain't pimp, can't have fun.
No.
Ain't no late night campaign.
Lean back, try to catch you something. You know what I mean?
Pretty much a honey hole.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Tucson is. And then you hit Hollywood. Sunset. Between Highland and La Brea.
It's popping.
Now, first time I hit Hollywood was the 84 Olympics. Me, Fun Loving JP, Kenny Red out of Memphis. We leave Tucson and we hit Hollywood. Hollywood shut down. Sunset, Hollywood Boulevard shut down for the Olympics. We had to work up in Pasadena on Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. That's where Rick James had Tina Marie and the Mary Jane girls on the blade.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, man. Shout out to Sugar Free and all of them.
All of them. You know what I mean?
Panama, was it Pump P? Yeah.
Panama Red?
Yeah. And so Vegas, you fuck with the Vegas?
I fuck with Vegas.
So did you
Vegas fresh in 90.
You like Loggers? Y'all was out there in 90 with Gino. You know Pimp Gino out of Atlanta and shit. Him and Cash.
Let's see. Cozy Cash. Cozy and Cash, the twins. The boy Blaine that was at the Michael Jackson dude was at the Riviera. Yeah, but that Vegas was sweet, man. I'm gonna tell you about Vegas. All right, now, Paradise Road. Wasn't nobody working on Paradise Road.
Yeah, I remember Paradise Road. I stayed in Vegas about 8 months.
I worked Paradise Road, Boulder Highway. You know what I mean? Around there by Treasure Island. You know what I mean? Boy, I had that motherfucker set up. So everybody's working on when North Vegas Boulevard by the Denny's.
You remember niggas used to sweat the bitches in the casino back then? Was you around when they was?
I never did it because see, I went to jail. Back when the Indian, the Vice, what's his name? The big Indian, Red, that Indian Vice was around there.
Yeah.
I got to go to the Vice station under Caesar's Palace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we went for a ride. He said, this is your first and only time going to our facility at Clark County. Next time we're just going to go for a ride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ride you out there. You might not come back, or you come back with some broken ribs or something.
I think the only time that I liked it, Vegas, when the ism was really popping, niggas was sweating. Kenny Red, all of them was out there, Man, we had fun just doing the fights. I used to love the fights.
Oh yeah.
Man, did
Too Short had his party at Fuddy Duddy's.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
That's my nigga.
Yeah, he Short had his birthday party at Fuddy Duddy's, man. Over there behind that Budget Suites.
Man, if it ever was a players' ball, I would say the fights was the real players' ball because you see everybody out there.
Drew Down at Tyson's house. They had a party at Tyson's house. When Drew Down was
I think I might have that picture. I think I was there.
Pac got killed.
Let me see. I got that picture.
What's his name? Hammer, MC Hammer. We was all at the what's that?
It's all us at
the MGM.
We was in Vegas that night. That's
Yes,
Kenny Red, Ronnie Geechee, CC,
Ronnie Geechee.
Drew Down.
Yep.
All us, man. I was there. Yeah, that's crazy. See,
that's crazy. We we was there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we was there. We was in a lot of circles together. You know what I'm saying? I seen you in a lot of areas. So you said, you fuck with the Vegas. They took you for a ride. They said next time you're gonna be in jail. You ain't going to the county jail. So okay. So let's like we said, Drew Down. He threw the big party. Let's leave Vegas. Let's leave the West Coast. Now I know you're international type of gentleman of leisure. So let's go to, how was New York for you? I mean, when you first came there, how was that pimping up there?
88, first time I shot over there from California. It was good. It was good. It was live, man. It was eye opener. I'd been there when I was
So New York pimping, you said a little bit different than how they was doing on the West Coast?
Shit got to being older in New York, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I heard that so much coming up in the game. Face that beast on the East. You can't face that beast on the East. You don't need to be in this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's real, man. That concrete jungle ain't no joke.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to pimp, man.
11th Avenue.
You got to pimp, and you better have a real hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. It's a
you
real hoe.
better have made a real hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want your pimpin' to stand up in New York City, baby.
It's
different.
They not LAJ give me as soon as I put the bitch down, the Keisha bitch on the blade, had the CC Brown with me too. And New York really where I got made me get pimping, right? So I went home. I came in with a motherfucking 85 motherfucking, remember them little box Cadillacs?
Yeah.
The 85 box white joint, right? The motherfucking what they call that shit with it?
It didn't some happen on Hunts Point.
I've been in Hunts Point, but nothing happened. What happened with me was with my main man, my man California Mike, right?
Yeah.
So we in DC, and this little funky ass bitch, right? She
is that the white woman?
I don't know the bitch, right? So my little nigga told, hey, may rest in peace. He popping at the bitch. And so the bitch go get a car, and I got a brand new Fleetwood at this time.
Right.
Brand new. I think it was like a 93. It was a 93 Fleetwood, white on white. And this bitch, bam, ran straight to the car. So I called for California Mike. I said, I don't know that bitch. Everybody knows this bitch. They call Mike, right?
Right.
California Mike, that's my nigga, right?
Yeah,
So, it was some funny shit. Man, I ain't seen that bitch. So, that was my situation in DC. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got pimping in New York. So I don't know how I got to that story, but I guess what I was saying, we was in Keisha had got knocked by LAJ. I was staying at the Carter Hotel, 48th and 7th Avenue, and so when the nigga called me and he served me, I went back to Milwaukee, and the air conditioner, the heat went out. So me and the bitch driving back like this. We done got knocked and everything. I'm like, serious, no bullshit. We freezing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the way back. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came back to New York, I came back with a brand new, at that time, remember them sedans they had? The sedan DeVille's, the little box, after the box one. Yeah, so I came back brand new with gold spokes, 100 spokes, man. And them niggas, you know what I'm saying? All them niggas, man, Jap, all of them tell you, man, I built my name in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to really go back and pimp, because the nigga Lucky, was riding me around, and trying to, you know, peel me, and, you know, they was trying to act like they was showing me the town, but they was really at my bitch. Then I told my bitch a little son, and she told his bitch. I said, yeah, man, your bitch just said this, that.
You had them days?
And the nigga Lucky get out the car. They try to put me in New York. He got out the car and run and go get his bitch. He said, oh, this nigga, he can pimp. You know what I'm saying? Me, but, you know what I'm saying? Me, when I come back, you know what I'm saying? Every time I used to knock on them niggas out in New York, I used to get a Wall Street Journal, put a banana in it, and say, niggas in the news, you been peeled for the bitch. You know, and then, you know, I talk really fast. So, you know what I mean? I was just sweating them. And them niggas, man, they got tired of me sweating. I remember one time, you know, even DC, I was sweating Seagull bitch so hard one day. Seagull pulled me over and said, say, man, we don't do this in DC. I said, man, I'm from Milwaukee, man. I said, better known as P Walker, man. We peeling around this motherfucker. They all thought, all of them, man, all of these thought I was crazy, man. Supreme, all of them niggas spectacular. Because all I did was just talk and sweat holes all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Knock niggas all day. You know what I'm saying? So I love, my experience with New York, that's one of the towns that I really believe that really made me respect the game. Because for a nigga to knock me within maybe 2 hours of being down, man, I put the bitch on 11th Avenue. Hey, man, all them hoes on 11th Avenue. That's what Mary Giuliani was. Hey, man, listen. Hey, listen, Fresh. Man, that nigga called my hotel.
Yeah.
The bitch Keisha get a nigga my number. He called the hotel. Got the bitch.
Yeah.
You know, welcome to New York, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I said, okay, so them niggas didn't like know me like that, but you know, over a period of time when we did the Pimp of the Year and we had the Players Ball in Vegas, all them New York niggas voted for me. So you know what I mean? I had to gain my respect in the town. So you can go back up.
I get into a little old road session with this cat, man. We tossing each other up. Brother RC. He was out of Ohio.
Okay. Ross?
He
kind of heavy, light skin?
No, he was slim, Bobby Brown haircut back then. Anyway, we get
Smiley out of Ohio. Yeah,
Smiley out of Ohio. Seagull, he here now. He in Dallas right now.
Yeah, that's my man.
Yeah,
man.
I talked to him the other day. Seagull hit me every day when I hit him with the text. You know what I'm saying? I only chose a few. I reach out and touch every day.
Every day.
Yes, sir. We don't talk every day, and you know I'm thinking about you, baby. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
So RC.
Yeah, RC hit me, man. We roasting each other, whatever. RC go down, and he sweating the man, right, real hard. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know, my brother calling me. She getting out the way, you know. She called me, hey man, I can't even do nothing, dude. Sweating. So I tell him, I say, man, hey man, bruh, put your bid in, man. Let that hoe get some money, she might give it to you, right? Mm-hmm. No, you better get a bit some more instruction. Whoa, okay, bet. You know what I mean? I said, okay, you got about 2 hours. I'm finna have you, right? Where the bitch at? I rolled down on this bitch, right on 33rd and 11th, right by the bridge. I rolled down on the broad. I say, bitch, I'm not sweating. I say, that's your nigga RC? Bitch, he just got hit by a car here in the street bleeding, told me to come get you. Come on, ho. The bitch get in the car. The bitch get in the car. I said, if you touch that door lock, bitch, I'm gonna bring you. Yeah, don't move. I rolled up on him. You know what I mean? Give me a little shit you got. Now you get out of here and go take that ass with me.
I'll give you one about sickness, right? So I had my bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? We in DC. I can't say the nigga name because he's still alive. He probably killed me. So I tell the bitch, I say, you know, go get so and so bitch. So she went and got at the bitch. I said, act like you want to get in his business. So the bitch act like she want to get in his business. And while they was on the blade, the bitch said, say, let me use your phone. I got to make an appointment phone call. So the bitch called me, right? I called the bitch called me. I called the bitch back. And I said, you let that bitch know. And I can't say the name. You let that bitch know. I'm going to call her motherfucking PI. And I'm finna tell her that I got a call log of this bitch, me and this bitch going back and forth. Hey, so tell that bitch, you understand me, she could choose up or she could let PI bruise her up. Guess what the bitch did? Bitch got straight out of pocket. Because the bitch knew she couldn't win. She knew that nigga was going to kill her. She knew she had a chance with some pimping. I mean, so...
And there's something about technology, man, that... See, we didn't have phones, we didn't have pages.
Yeah.
When I got out in the game.
Yeah.
And that's another part of this game that I wanted to touch on, man. This technology. Hey, man, my cell phone, my internet was calling that hotel. This Mr. H. I'm in room 214. I got your message. Sandy. She called. She'll be off work at 4:30. Dana be off work at 2:30. I know one got $430. One got $230. You know what I'm saying? That was our internet.
Yeah, but time changed.
And see, times change. And see, the cats in this new wave era, man, hats off to these young brothers, man. You know what I mean?
So what? That's why I said. That's why I told Brother Sauce Walker. I said, Brother Sauce Walker,
they'll never
have
experience.
No problems with nothing you do. I totally condone everything that Sauce Walker doing. Because if he could get a bitch to get him $1 million for showing her feet on the internet, you can't knock that. And every nigga always talking about some man, nah, that ain't Pimp. I guarantee you, let any one of them niggas be in Sauce Walker position, them niggas is gonna do the same thing.
I will never be able to experience the level of the games these cats are having. Okay.
Yeah, they get some real money.
They balling, they heavy hitters in the game.
Because of the phone.
Because
like
that
we have a
technology,
phone.
right? But they'll never experience the level of the game
that we experience. That's over.
You can send a broad, and you can maintain a broad for years. Okay, without no technology.
But you know what though,
hey,
right?
Man.
But Fresh, check it out.
They give you more.
You remember when you brought a bitch to the blade back in the day? Oh, I brought a bitch to the blade. So if the bitch wanted to be on that blade and she wanted to be a renegade, every nigga in her mom gonna try to put that hoe under motherfucking pimp arrest. Now, hoes, one of the privileges of being on the blade was you had to be with a pimp. And most times, a lot of those hoes on the blade, they would choose up so they can be on the blade. Now, when like I'm for the interview Carla too, you know Carla had all the phone calls. I'm for the interview Carla. I was telling, and the question I wanted to ask Carla, what happened when these hoes no longer, had to get out there and deal with the pressure of being on the blade, being on the track. You know what I mean? Because now they can go to the Motel 8, they go to the Motel 6, and you would never know, and they ain't got to choose Fresh.
You got to send me his answer. But my answer is, when they had to get that pressure on the blade, they got to sit on their seat and rest their feet. Okay? They got to sit on their seat and rest their feet.
Right.
They sit back and wait on the phone to ring.
Yeah,
they ain't got to jump in there and jump on
all levels of the game. I fuck with ear-rolls, I fuck with back, I fuck with all that shit in my day. I got to fuck with the Mustang Ranch. The Old Bridge Ranch. Plenty of money up there.
And Bella's out there.
I sent the bitch Oneida up there, man. That bitch bought me 5,000 in 2 days.
Yeah, 93. I started fucking with the ranch. I was in the joint in Colorado. Bitch, I'm in the joint. You get up in hoe jail, because that's what it is, hoe jail.
Yeah.
You get that contract. You want to leave before that contract up? They gonna take that hoe to the county jail. Man, in New York, man, it's. Hey, man, I'm gonna take 92. Parking lot pimping. Let's talk about parking lot pimping. All right. Now,
I'm listening.
For the record, parking lot pimping that's been in the rap songs that everybody heard about. Parking lot pimping, 1992, Democratic Convention, Bill Clinton, shut down. New York City, shut down. 67th and Park Avenue, 11th Avenue. You might dip out in Hunts Point late at night, but you gotta have a sombrero on. You understand me? Because the jackals and everybody else is out there. We was contained. The Hudson Regency on the 1 and 9 Jersey City. Hudson Regency Hotel. That's where parking lot pimping began. All right. It was over 200 O's in a one-way in, no way out hotel. Tricks pulling through there. You couldn't even see a car for the hoes running around. Pick me, choose me, whatever it was. At the time, I would send my broad up out of there. Down Tunnelly Avenue. You dig? Down the 1 and 9 up to Tunnelly Avenue. She pull in, it'd be a gang of hoes right, and they turn around sad because my brother in the car. I ain't finna compete with that.
No,
But we was in New York, and that's how it was. Peach had the rooms upstairs. It was Don Juan. It was Don Juan out of Wichita.
Mm-hmm.
It was my brother out of Memphis. Rest in peace. He used to cook. No, he used to cook every black. James Mathis. James Mathis used to barbecue every day. James Mathis got something on the grill. Triple. Everybody was in there, man. Man, there was so many peas up in that Hudson Regency. Cats had rooms there upstairs, but all the little trick rooms was downstairs.
So are you familiar with the Memphis twist? Because you know Memphis niggas came in gangs.
What, they leave 5 niggas, 1 bitch in a car.
Niggas
4 of them is boosting, 1 is pimping, and shaking the red card.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? But now here go the Memphis twist in the early 80s.
Yeah.
When I cut into the Memphis crew. Right? Tony Moe, Big O, Big Don D, my cat. You know what I'm talking about? Them was Donnell Bullock, Fleetwood. It was a bunch of cats in that Memphis. I love Memphis cats, but they would send the broad to work with 500. Go choose the motherfucker. Go choose the motherfucker that's rolling the newest and shining the biggest. You know what I mean? Put this drop on him. Knock him out. Take his whole bankroll. That was a Memphis twist.
Yeah, hey, but you know, I mean, one thing I can say about, hey, y'all Memphis niggas know, you know what I'm saying? Milwaukee niggas get y'all real motherfucking talent, man. Y'all talking about, hey, man, we both come from grimy towns. Memphis ain't shit, Milwaukee ain't shit, we ain't got shit. All us broke as a motherfucker. All we got is some ism, right? And you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot. I remember I was supposed to go visit my man T Lex. He's in jail. May get out of peace. He's down in Memphis. I was supposed to go visit him tomorrow, but I got these interviews. But you know, I go and T Lex said, "Man, come on." So you know, I went to Memphis. I put the bitch down on Lamar.
North Lamar.
The nigga T Lex called me and said, "Got the bitch right." There's only 2 niggas out of Memphis that knocked me. That was that nigga Too Deep and the nigga T Lex, man. It made T Lex get free out of jail. But he knocked me, and you know what I'm saying? He was so reluctant, man. He knocked me like, "What's up, Ken?" I said, "What up, T?" he said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up, Pimp buddy, man? You know, man, I ain't want to do this, man, but this bitch, man, woo, right?" And I said, "Oh, man, come on, man, happy pimping, man, pimp safe, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on that bitch." Yeah, but that was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you know. Goldie McDowell, you know, I'm gonna speak.
And you know what? I forgot about Goldie because he was over there in that Memphis.
What's my man? What's the Big Bundy? All them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? All those my partners, man. Even when
meet Tony P.
Tony P, I believe.
Tony P.
Yeah, I mean, if niggas from Memphis, man, Johnny Cash, I know all them niggas, man. You know, Christ. You know what I'm saying? Skinny, all these niggas, man.
Danny Boy, rest in peace.
But shout out to my nigga Skinny and Christ. Those are the most respectable gentlemen that I ever met from Memphis. You know, Christ, man, he is the epitome of gentleman. Like, the man, you know what I'm saying? You think he a lawyer or a doctor. Very smooth. I mean, nothing. Because, you know, what I liked about Christ, you know Christ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I liked about Christ is he wore Armani suits. And I wore Armani suits.
Yeah, he gonna stay in the suit.
He wore Gators every day, and I wore Gators every day. He wore Rolex. So we both are of the same type. Skinny was fresh too. Skinny, the first one, had one of them big box joints too, like a Smiley and Jap. You know, he had one. He had the gold one. You know, he was. But so you know, and Valentino, that's my nigga too. You know Valentino?
I've heard of it, right?
Yeah. Well, he's a good nigga out of Memphis too. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of gang.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. But you know when Milwaukee niggas and Memphis niggas finally start hanging out with each other. You know what I'm saying? We always used to end up at this joint called Club Sensation in Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
And that's where a lot of Memphis. Or you ever go to that club down there?
In Jackson?
Where they hoeing at Memphis?
Memphis.
It's called man. It's something, a little bitty holding around, but that's all the pimps.
I've probably been there, didn't know the name.
Yeah, all the pimps from Memphis used to be down there. So you said, I'm not asking you to be discriminatory, but if you had to pick a group of niggas to pimp with: New York niggas, Memphis niggas, Cali niggas, West Coast niggas, or Texas niggas? Who I know you gonna be biased.
You know I'm pimping with these Texas cats.
Yeah, Texas.
You know what I mean?
So that brings me to my
Land of the Giants, man. I got to stay.
Yeah,
with
Land
the
of
big
the
boys.
Giants. Y'all got a lot of
Yes,
money.
sir.
It's a lot of pimps, a lot of Super Bowl pimps out of Texas.
It's a lot of Texas pimps, man, and real peas on the raw side. You know,
But you grew up watching Richie Rich, don't you, right?
Richie Rich, fun loving.
Richie Rich had your sister, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He had my older sister.
So
Yes, sir.
you had a bad depiction of pimping, but when you see Richie Rich and how he had your sister, you
Well,
had more respect.
my version of pimping was what society was portraying on television. Starsky and Hutch, Beretta,
Don't
a
know.
pimp always shooting a broad up with some dope or kicking her in the ass and giving her a black eye. So I used to hate pimping. I used to hate the pimping that society gave me, society's version
Their
that was
version.
given it to me.
Right.
See, society and television, movies and whatnot, they're going to tarnish what they can't get none of. You know, they can't get no money from this. This tax-free money from the game. So they're going to tarnish it. And so as a youngster growing up, I was tarnished. When I met Richie Rich and Pretty Rick, I had to take a closer look at this thing, man. Because these brothers was handing me knots of dollar bills, telling me stay in school, don't be no fool. I'm like, whoa, this is something different. My sisters was beautiful. Hadn't seen them in a couple of years. They was beautiful, minked up, not over maked up like on TV. My sister was looking good.
Talking about your blood sister.
Yeah, my blood sister, Rick Jackson.
So your mama,
Pretty
your
Rick,
mama,
Pretty
your
Rick.
mama had a problem with you being a pimp. What did she thought about your sister being a hoe?
Well, now that's the version that I can't answer. You did. You know what I mean? Yeah. Her outlook on that. Mine, I love my sisters.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Your mama, your daddy worked in the steel mill, right?
No.
Your daddy worked
my
for-
daddy was a butler.
And dad was a butler.
And my mama was a nurse.
How the hell did your sister become a hoe and you became a pimp? That's
Life.
life. That's
Being
some funny
she
shit,
no,
right?
no. What it is when you shelter children, okay, from things, it heightens their appetite to find out what you sheltering them from. Okay, if you put it, pressure busts a pipe. The pressure of non-involvement, okay, with youngsters, and then they got to go to school. Like me, I had to go to school every Monday, hearing about all the browsers at the house parties and shit that I wasn't able to go to. You understand? I wanted to go. I'm sneaking out. I'm gonna be there next weekend. I'm sneaking out. I'm finna jeopardize my mama, my daddy. I'm gonna put their head on the chopping block because when I go out that window, it's unlocked. You hear me? See, so not funny, it's the understanding. So you gotta understand how things happen, and they happen by how you parent. Okay. Now, do I want to let my kids go to a house party? In these days and time, this crucial world we're living in, no, not so much. But go out there and as long as I know where you at, you know,
So
go
you
get
make
your
children
dose.
different.
Go get your dose. Go bump your head. Cause I'm gonna be right here to put a Band-Aid on you and push you right back out there with some more instruction. Other than just no. And then when I'm dead and gone and you get out there and you
You gonna bump your head anyway.
you terrified. Cause you ain't never been exposed to nothing.
So you really, this is a trick question, right? So you just said, yeah, I got to go with the Texas crew, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so since you go with the Texas crew, the Richie Riches, and there's so many of them, man, I don't even want to call their name. I come to Texas, blonde hair, blue eye, all American white bitch, right? I'm looking for the track, blade on hairy hands. I don't see damn bitch down. All I see is blonde hair, brunettes, finest bitches in the world driving cars.
96.
So, you know what I'm saying?
No, you missed one part. The dome light is on.
The dome light is on.
The visor pulled down with the light with the mirror on.
So who come up with that shit, man?
I have no. I came down here and I think I came from. I don't know where I came from. I was in that Lincoln. I came from Reno. I was up in Reno. I fucking with them ranch houses in Vegas, Reno and Vegas. I came down here and I seen that shit. Went down on the blade. It was just whole round around with the dome light.
I'm talking about bad motherfuckers, man. And they like woo woo woo. So you know the problem I had with that, right? I was in a brand new Benz.
They ain't have cell phones yet.
Not that problem.
What?
I was in a brand new Benz, and I had to get this bitch my Benz, and I had to sit in the hotel, and I was like, man, I can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, me? So anyway, you know what I'm saying, me? I got with the program because when I got to seeing T and motherfucking B, I got y'all know the rest of the name. I see them niggas riding Rolls Royces and shit, having 5 or 6 bad white bitches and niggas all over the country getting money.
Omar, Ohio was dying.
Yeah, you know. But you know that was amazing, you know, to see that, man, because I never seen that. This is the
nowhere.
Dallas is the only place I ever seen
anywhere.
some of the baddest hoes in the world hoeing out the car, and niggas say the track was on Harry Hines. But now you go on Harry Hines, bitches everywhere. Somebody got it back, right? But I'm telling you though, it was like, I'm telling you, man, it was a culture shock to me. And you know I say, you know how we say fresh, I'm a fast go pimp. I'm fast with it. Man, that was the one time I was not fast with it. I was slow. I had to catch on.
Shook.
Man, I was shook, man.
I was shook.
So that was the Texas crew.
I didn't give up my car.
Yeah.
I didn't give him. I had a royal blue Lincoln.
You didn't get yours up neither. I got with the program eventually.
Y'all
because
ain't gonna get nothing but some trouble.
I got with the program eventually until, you know what I'm saying, me. I finally hooked up with my girl Carla.
I went around.
Carla blessed me. She had the lines, and that was the only way I could really adapt to the Dallas lifestyle.
I went made me a blade. I worked the feeder and then went around on Northwest Highway by that car wash. I ain't giving them my car. I ain't giving them my car. I went and got me some money and got the hell out of Dallas. I mean, we adjust and adapt.
But you know, at that time when you talk about B and T, all the ones, you know, some of them from Memphis, some of them from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? The brother out of Memphis, you know what I'm saying? This brother, you understand me? He was one of the most successful ones in the game at the time. You know what I'm saying? And you had my man Rich up there in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? About where Atlanta doing real well. You had a few other ones doing well, but you have my man Ghost down there. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. They was Super Bowl, but it was 2 or 3 niggas in Dallas that was really eating at that time, and Dallas was eating more than any other city, and they was riding bitches in cars.
One of the Memphis crew.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Memphis, there you go. Memphis, you know what I'm saying? You said
Okay. You know, we're just in the depth. You go into town, all the hoes wearing sweatsuits. You won't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Oh, well, they ain't gonna take them to jail. They're wearing a sweatsuit. What you gonna do? You had a sweatsuit up.
Because they're not a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? It's not a city ordinance no more.
And it's like, I used to have my bros wear a sweatsuit from the door to the car until they get to the blade. They ain't coming out.
Let me say something to you. Have you ever pimped in D.C.?
Yes, sir. 14 between L and K, Virginia.
Do you remember how cheap the bail was?
It
was $50. It was $50. Remember, it was $50 in '91. It was $50.
That was in '90. Sure was.
It was $50.
Was it?
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was.
Because you know what they did?
Because you go just pay at the window.
You know what they did? You know what they did? They gave every pimp on the blade a pimp charge. You hear about that? Back in the day when they gave all the pimps, they took all us to jail, and we all got a blue diamond. All us,
Bud was up there.
All us spectacular. We all got a pimp charge, and they gave us the same charge they gave the hoes.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? And I said, I remember the bill. The bill was $50.
Shit.
And I just bought this Rolex. It was $100,000 Rolex. I just bought it for that fool, Jacob, man. And I begged the motherfucking dude. I said, man, please don't put my watch in property. And he was a good police officer, but he let me keep my watch because I knew they was gonna steal it. Because it was niggas police. You know how DC is.
Oh, they dirty.
Yeah, they
everything around there is federal.
So I'm just telling people some backstories because they wouldn't believe this shit. The bills was $50. The hoes was riding in the cars. The bitch was working in sweatsuits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, hoes went to working online. Hoes started, you know, working the car
parking lot.
You know what I'm saying? Hoes on the parking lot. You know what I mean? It's so many
escort services.
So why can't we accept? Because, you know, we always say back in the day, why can't we accept the young niggas doing it their way today? You know what I'm saying? Because they doing it the way they do it. They wear tennis shoes. You know, they think that Gucci and Louis is fresh. You know, they ain't trying to wear no suits and nothing like that. But they still taking money. And some of them working in the strip clubs.
In our class, caught up in their ways.
Yeah.
As far as their mental, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And because brothers today have it easier, okay, with technology and whatnot, they get offended because they got it easier. I don't. My hat's off to you, young brothers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, get your roll out. I'm not chasing the game. I'm enjoying my retirement, man. You know what I mean? I staked my claim. I did what I had to do. I put my foot in this thing. My name still rang like Liberty Bells all across the country.
So, you came in the game.
But I'm good.
I mean, you came in the game around the same time, right? You know, I'm 60, you 50. I've been doing it about 45 years. I mean, my career spent 45 years.
I'm about a decade ahead of you, but yeah.
I've been doing it 45 years.
81.
Yeah, but you only 50. You
55. 56.
No, I'm in the 70s.
I know.
I got my first bitch in the 70s.
Oh, you got your first bitch 70s?
Yeah,
oh,
Dirty Red.
What was you pimping?
I mean,
that's all.
I mean, I wasn't pimping, but I got my first bitch in the 70s.
I pimped.
Yeah, you said 14. You was 14 in 81. You was 14 in 81, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you said you was pimping at 14.
I didn't do nothing.
You said you was pimping before 14.
I didn't do nothing but pimp. School, pimping.
So
it wasn't school.
So you know what a pimp is, right?
You know what I mean?
Pimp is a noun.
A pimp is wherever your perspective is. A pimp is wherever your perspective is. I'm
finna break it down to you.
I'm the adjective part.
A pimp is a noun.
I'm the adjective part.
A pimp is a noun, right?
But I'm the adjective part.
A person, place, a thing, right?
Yeah, I'm the adjective
part. But when you pimping, that's a verb. That means you active and attractive. So you were pimping.
No, ing means what? I'm not going to send a bitch.
I'm not going to send a bitch, right?
No. See, that's what I'm saying. Pimp is your perspective.
Yeah, but pimp is a noun.
So people try to put in my pocket. You put all the, you can put it any kind of, what do you say, synonyms, antonyms, or whatever you want to do with the PIMP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I pimped for my living.
Okay.
For a portion of my life.
Okay, so
you understand what I'm saying?
For a portion of life.
Yeah. See, that's the passion. That's the passion in me.
I broke my first bitch.
Okay.
In the 70s.
Breaking a bitch. Anybody can. Wait a minute.
So I can say
anybody can break a bitch.
I can say moving.
Anybody can break a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make you pimping.
I said I wasn't pimping it.
Okay.
We not arguing about that. I said as I got older.
But you said we came in the game at the same time. No.
Well, I'm saying.
No, I came in the game and stayed.
Okay, so what year you coming in?
You know what I'm talking about?
You was 14?
81. I came in the game.
For 14, right?
And
at 14,
retired.
Right? At 14, right?
Yes, sir.
So you came in the game, but you told me earlier, right? Mm-hmm. You said when you was 14, you wasn't pimping. You didn't know what it was, right? You said that it's okay.
No, women. I knew what it was.
Okay, so I knew what it was too.
I got my feet wet.
I got my feet wet.
I got my at the same time.
But you gotta remember though, you actually pimp at that time.
Yeah, I did. I left. That same in that
Tommy
same
Dixon,
year. In that same
Rob
year.
Robinson.
Hold up. In that same
Bobby
year.
They tell you I officially at 16.
Okay.
I pimped for a bitch. I knocked the nigga star child.
We talking fruit, right?
No. I actually had a run though, right?
We talking fruit.
I had a run.
We talking fruit.
I had a run, so I did knock my
your strawberries to my grapes.
No. Your grapes to my watermelon.
You busted me.
Your grapes.
You busted me, man. You busted me, man. You know what I'm talking about? But I mean, I just because I don't really today. I just want to say this. I don't really today even. I pop it with you. I pop it with cats in our class, right?
Fresh.
But as far as
I know you're
when you say pimp, it's offensive because of the black eye that's been put on the pimp.
Now we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna say I give you that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I say that if you started at 14 and you just hit the blade running and you just did your thing, you understand me? I give you that. Yeah, you was in the game before me. Right?
That don't matter.
In the 70s. No. You know what I'm saying?
It's not taking nothing away.
It's not how long is how strong.
It's not taking nothing away from when you know.
Yeah. No,
tried your hands
I knocked the pimp at 16. Star child. The whole city of Milwaukee know it. A young nigga, Pimpin Ken, William Pimpin Ken Ivy at that time. You know what I'm saying? Me called nigga, served him everything, and the nigga. I had the game. Right. But I just felt that the bitch, I felt that the bitch was the Cadillac and I was the Corvette. I was too fast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would have got my money out the door. I couldn't wait, man. When I made $15,000 out the bank, it took him a whole bunch of time to really rap. And it was Pimp and Pope, the nigga I was in jail with, who put that shit in my head. But before that, man, it just didn't make sense to me. If this bitch turning $100 a day, $25 a day, $50, whatever the fuck the bitch was doing at them time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm just saying back then, a motherfucker a day was $25. You know, $25 might have been $250 back then.
That's the thing about back then. See, you got a lot of cats who you gotta. Where'd it go? Oh, you got a lot of cats that, again, they did whatever you did. Not you. Just did whatever they did. Okay? They got the wonderful toys and the tools and pulled up. Man, got chose. Bitch chose Bitch chose to go. This code was coming out of their mouth.
My first bitch, my partner JD gave me the bitch. He had 3 hoes. I said,
whoa.
Well, hold on. But he didn't give me the bitch. He gave me action at the bitch. So he said, say bitch, you know what I'm saying? Me, go on fuck with my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Me. And so I mashed on the bitch. Okay. The second bitch that I get, I peeled my man Star Child for the bitch. Clean knot.
When you turn your first bitch out?
Huh?
When you turn your first bitch out?
I turned so many bitches. I turned so many. Square. Probably around about, say around early. I'm talking about in the early 80s.
Okay, because
you know what I'm saying? There's a bitch named Jackie. You know, I remember perfectly. So that was the first bitch that I actually groomed and sent out the door. But I've sent thousands out the door since then. But you know, I mean, like I said, you started before me. If you want to say just 100% unadulterated, no additives, no preservatives, no mixed pimping, yeah, you were. You definitely, if you was doing it at that age, you know what I'm saying? Me, but I say around by 82. Would you say 84?
What?
That you started really getting pimping?
No, 84. I was at the Olympics.
So what
hoes?
So I'm just saying. When you say you first came in the game?
81.
So I said by 82. I got to look at my age back. Because I can't think back there. By 82.
July of 81. So
by 82, I was official like a referee whistle. Yeah. You know, I had the ABCs and the XYZs. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they ain't how long, it's how strong. But I guess the question.
I think it's about how real. Okay, because see, I guess it was fun loving. He said, everything you put in the blender don't always taste good. You know what I mean? Be true to the game and be true to you. You do one thing, you try to be the best. You be the best at that one thing. You know what I mean? That's the difference between what's exploited in pimping and my personal perspective of the pimping. Straight lace, no chase. Real, just straight up pivot. I'm talking about not the glamour and glory stories. I'm talking about taking that first cluster ring and getting it to the bondsman with $75 to raise that bitch up out of jail. You know what I'm talking about?
I had some days like that.
I mean, because Vice Night, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, I had
You get knocked. You're making a bond. You get knocked. You're making a bond. It's time to get out this town, but you got to get some money. Yeah. You got to run to the outskirts of town and work that truck stop. You got to work that rest area. You got to pull over at that rest area, let them out, drive to the end of it,
$15.
kick the seat down and try to catch sleep till they hit every door, till they hit every truck door and get to the car. And then you get up and you got to push on. I'm talking about real blood and death.
This is $50 to take a shower at the truck stop. That shit is serious,
I mean,
man.
you know, you hear these glamour and glory stories, but you don't hear about this real shit. See, the glamour and glory stories come from the ones that came with all the wonderful toys and tools from other shit. Okay, I ain't got no problem with drug dealers, gangsters. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Robbers, stealers, killers. If that was your profession, that was your get down, cool in the game. Okay? Stand on that shit. Okay? Stand on that shit. But don't get what you get from this shit talking about you pimping. You dig what I'm saying? Come from the mud with your pimping. Not with your residuals from your drug dealing, your stealing, your killing, and all that other shit.
Got a sack bigger than
you know what I mean? Gangsters don't hurt me. Fresh just real about this shit. My passion about this game, man. I can't bite my tongue. I can't mince no words. You dig? I stay out of it. I stay out of it, man. Okay? Because there's so much of this shit here that's out here now. These young brothers think pimps up, hoes down. It's probably about 2 pimps from the mud in that motherfucker. You dig? Bunch of gangsters, drug dealers, and everything else.
Everybody in that motherfucker.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up though. The gangsters, the drug dealers, and everything. Pimps somewhere along the way, and myself included, embraced them. Embraced them. Brought them into the fold of what used to be our secret society. For real. Not for the thrill. Not for the public. Not to be exploited. Internet. Times change, man. I had to open my brain.
You know, even the can
I had
of
to
beans,
open my brain.
Brother Fresh, even the can of beans got an expiration date.
You better believe it.
You know, them motherfuckers can last 100 years.
That's why I'm glad you came to D-Town, man, to see me, baby, because, I mean...
So I don't want to leave on a bad note. We spoke a lot about the pimping, man. So you got a lot of positive things you're doing with the kids, man. Can you speak on some of the stuff you're doing?
Well, I started, when I was in prison in Colorado, I was with a bunch of lifers that I had 22 years. I got my paralegal certification. I did my own appeal, reckless abuse of prosecution, brought out, knocked 5 off my time. Man, I was in there doing time, feeding my mind, and getting got a degree in there, associate in marketing. Got with his life of catch, man. I was in the law library all the time, helping people with their appeals, grievances, whatever. I was right up in there. And we started a group, and I named it the Checkmate, right? So we got the warden to get at-risk youth from the social services, foster care, the junior high schools and the high schools to bring the kids into the prison. A little watered down, scared straight. We give our stories to them. We take them and lock them in the solitary, cells and whatnot. Push the phones up there on the dial in. We also had them during lockdown bring out inmates and let them go in and see the cells where inmates was actually living. Them tough faces and all them, hard shells deflated at the end of the day, And outside of that, it's a lot of young brothers, man, I stay in contact with, on a daily. I had to give up my urge to do dope, to pimp, to do a whole bunch of things that I used to do. because I didn't know a way to deal with my cargo container damage. You understand? I self-medicated. All the old heads in the game, when I came in, they had vices.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know what freebasing was. I didn't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? So I take these kids, and from age 13 to 32, and we started just giving our stories, giving some tools that we wish we could have used and passing them on. And a lot of them still call me
So
right
if you
today.
could say something to a young man, look at that camera, what would you say to a young guy that's trying to go out there and pimp or do something derogatory with himself?
First and foremost, use your head for more than a hat rack. If you don't work, you're gonna do something wrong. If you're a hustler in any way, pimp, doughboy, whatever, the person you're waiting for to go and come buy that sack, that rock, if you're a pimp, if you want a pimp, that trick you waiting on to come get a hold of that money, they get up and go to work every day. So they just breaking you off. They got the whole check. They just breaking you off. If you get them to go to work every day, you're a little closer to the source of the money. Just a job, okay? If you ain't been bit by this hustle bug, get your ass a job. Get up and go to work every day. Get up and go to work every day, man. It's simple. Ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody knocking on you. You can open up your door, and the best is going to be the Jehovah's Witness. Ain't going to be no police. You know what I mean? Respect your people, okay? If your people got contaminated issues or whatever, hey, man, let people be who they are, okay? Get up and go to work every day. That's what Fresh got for you, man. Know what I mean? Be blessed.
Man, it's been a pleasure. Man, listen, hey, man, this is my man Fresh. If y'all like what he say, y'all can hit him up at his Cash App. Tell me your Cash App again.
$ Fresh Visa.
$ Fresh Visa. So, hey, man, listen. And if you like what I said, you like this view for the game, hit that super chat, you know, $10, $100, $200, $5,000, whatever you can afford. Or hit us up on Cash App at 404-790-9627. We got the HHF Awards with Ugly Money. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can please come down to Atlanta April 7th. Or from April 5th to April 7th, we got the summit and we got the awards. And if you want to get nominated, go to thehiphopfraternity.com and nominate the person you want to nominate, or nominate yourself, and you may be able to win an award. All nominations, if you're nominated, you will be getting in free. We have a certain amount of nominations that we allow to get in. And make sure you go and watch the other episodes. Right now, we probably at, I don't know, episode 15, 20 right now. So just go down there and check out the other episodes, because this is a view from the game. He's from the game, I'm from the game. We're just giving y'all our view of how we look at life. You know,
and take a real good, close look at this hip-hop fraternity. Look into it. The man has done great works. I'm talking about when you spoke on this in New York about the cleaning up hoarded houses or older people's houses, whatever, and offering up studio time to these youngsters. Hey, man, I respect the hell out of everything you do, man. For
man,
real,
God is good.
Welcome to my own. Welcome to Dallas, baby.
Man,
you know
thank you for having me, man. My man. Fresh to P, baby. So, like I said, man, hey, man, we checking out, man. Hey, man, y'all keep watching, man, and make sure y'all let everybody know and share this, like, and subscribe. Peace. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? If you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably already at my channel. If you're not at my channel, you're watching this on social media, hey, man, all you gotta do is go to Pimpin Ken, go to my YouTube, type in Pimpin Ken, my channel come up, hit subscribe, hit like, and then share. And I guarantee you'll be able to see all the game, all the knowledge, all the wisdom that you want to see. So all my game is at my channel, Pimpin Ken channel on YouTube, and it's free. I'm charging it to the game, charging it to YouTube. YouTube gonna pay for it, but you get it free. That's right. Go to my channel right now. Thank you. Pimpin Ken, baby.
Hey y'all, It's your girl, Sweet Shelly, and I'm your hottest host for the 2024 HHF and Ugly Money Awards, baby. Yes, along with the beautiful Miss Taylor, okay? And we're going to be live at the Atrium in Atlanta, Georgia. So, I know you wondering, hey, Shelly, how do I book to do live performances? Or how do I book a VIP table? Well, fear no more, my darling. All you have to do is call 404-790-9627. Voila, magic.
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm finna say, man. It's the kid that did, not the kid that didn't. The reason why the sauce word was written, the master, the pastor, the him in Alaska to make the bread come faster. And I will be at the 2024 Hip Hop Fraternity Awards. I accept my nomination for Album of the Year, the kid that did, spitting this game for a motherfucking lame, if you know what I'm saying, man. Salute the Pimpin, it's the dripping twin, and we're gonna be out there once again. Oi.
Hey, what it do? It's the main man, Young LA, and it's the Hip Hop Fraternity Awards, and I will be performing April 2024. I'm gonna have that stuff on from the head to the floor, so you might want to be there and be square. You already know, Young LA, I accept.
What's going on, man? Hey, Hip Hop Fraternity is going down, man. The Red Sean, we in the building. Yeah. Hey, what's happening? It's your boy, the Red Sean, and I formally accept my nomination for the Hip Hop Fraternity Award. Yeah! This your boy, Juba the Great, and look, I accept my award, because I'm winning this one for the Hip Hop Fraternity with my dog, Pimpin. We go way back, you know what I'm saying? Juba.
I accept my nomination, man, to the Hip Hop Fraternity, man, this year. I know I missed it last year, but this year, man, I'm coming to get mine. I'm coming to get what's deserved. Y'all know
with Ugly Money, man.
With Ugly Money, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time we on, man. And get ready for it, baby, because we on the way.
April 7th.
What up, y'all? You know it is. It's your man, Freeway Ricky Ross, and this is my birthday, and you in my dispensary. I do accept the award from the Hip Hop Fraternity. Thank y'all. 2024. Yo, man.
What's going on, everybody? This is Carl Thomas, and I accept my award for the Hip Hop Fraternity from my man, Pimpin. Absolutely. Kenneth Ivey, one of the greatest to ever do it. Believe it.
What's up, man? It's the Eastside Boy. It's your boy, Lil Bo. It's your boy, Big Sam. Y'all already know, man. We're going to be at that award show, man, with HHF and Ugly Money. It's going down, man.
Yes, sir. Be there.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Detroit Barbie. And April 7th, I will be performing live at the HHF and Ugly Money Awards. Y'all make sure y'all pull up because we turning up all night long. Let's get it.
Hold on, Mike. Come on. Ready? I'm ready,
Yeah,
Mike.
this your boy, Mike Fresh. I accept my award for the Hip Hop Fraternity Award. You know how we coming, man. Mike Fresh feels so good on all platforms. Platinum in the street, rich before rap. Stop capping. Stop playing them crackhead games. Boola.
Moolah.
This is Grandmaster. I will be accepting my award from the Hip Hop Fraternity Awards. Look for me real soon. Keep your eyes on your prize.
To accept my award for the Hip Hop Fraternity. I accept my award. Thank you, Ken. Ken been my homie for a while. You did, you know, back in the Milwaukee days, getting it in. So it's an honor and a pleasure. Ken, keep doing what you're doing, man, pushing the culture, being a G with it, making this shit look real good as a player should, you dig? So I accept my award. Thank you very much. Hip Hop Fraternity. Blessings.
Okay, this is OG Fillmore Slim over the game. I will be in Atlanta, April the 7th.
Yeah.
They accept my HHF Award, Ugly Money Award.
It's your boy Twisted Black, man. I'm standing right here. I'm honored, man, to accept my award from HHF Ugly Money, man. This is my Lifetime Achievement Award. They say I really got it for staying down. So, man, I take that, man. I appreciate everybody behind the scenes, and I take that award. I hope I'm able to make it.
Hi, everyone. I would like to say that I sincerely accept my nomination for the Hip Hop Fraternity and the Ugly Money Award. Thank you, Ken, Ivy, and everyone that's a part of this event. Thank you. Bye.
Say, man, it's me, 17 the Hog. You know what I'm talking about? UGK for life. And I formally accept my nomination. I don't ever win nothing. You know what I'm talking about? So hey, man, I appreciate it. Salute. to the HHF and Ugly Money Awards. I will be in the building. Know I'm talking about representing for the Pimp. Long live Pimp Chad Ken. What it do?
Hey yo, what's up? It's your girl Lexi Simone. I've been nominated for the HHF Ugly Money Awards. It's going down April 7th at the Atrium. I know y'all better get your tickets because it's going to be sold out. I'll see y'all there.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Bass from the gang, and I was nominated for the Ugly Money and HHF Awards. Tap in like that, pack in. See y'all April 7th, for sure.
Hello, everyone. My name is James C.B. Gray, President and National Spokesperson for the Hip Hop Fraternity. I'd like to invite everyone to come out to our 3rd annual Hip Hop Fraternity and Ugly Money Awards ceremony on April 7th, 2024. This event's going to be taking place at 5479 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Once again, 5479 Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Be there or be square. We're going to have a whole list of celebrities, socialites, but most importantly, we're going to have our hip-hop fraternity members from our chapters throughout the United States. So this will be a great opportunity for our chapter members to network, collaborate, vibe, and be part of this family that we've created over the years. All right. Much love to our CEO and founder, Ken Ivey, who made this all possible. And we're out here trying to take it to the next level. All right. Hip Hop Fraternity Awards, 3rd annual, 2024, 5479 Memorial Drive, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Be there. I hope to see everybody there. And who knows? You might win an award. For more information about awards, nominations, and also to become a member, go to our website, www.thehiphopfraternity.com. Once again, www.thehiphopfraternity.com. Find out all information about the award ceremony, all information about who we are, what we do, and become a member at the same time. All right? HHF.
Hi, my name is Emerald Envy, and I accept my nomination for the Ugly Money and HHF Award.
My name is Lexis, and I accept my nomination for the Ugly Money and HHF Award.
Hey, what up? It's your girl, China Monet, and I will be performing at the HHF and Ugly Money Music Summit Awards, April 7th.
What is your dog Smoke of the Almighty Field Mob? I will be pulling up April 7th at the HHF and Ugly Money Summit. Pull up, you know what I mean? I will be performing live, you know what I mean? Me and China Monet. Okay.
Y'all are the boys, the Kid Yuck Mouth thugging it out, baby. And I want y'all to come to the 3rd annual, that's right, all 3 of y'all, to the Hip Hop Fraternity Music Awards, baby, with Ugly Money this year, baby. April the 7th, baby, in the A. That's right, baby, in the ATL. Be there, be a square there, baby. Yada.
This book right here, Pimpin' Ken laid it on me. My God. Cross the tracks, man.
Now let's talk about this book, and Ken is the homie.
He a legend. He a legend.
I fuck with Ken Steve-O. They came to me with, Simon Schuster.
Boss me and you the shot caller. You write a book about somebody, it's about what they've been through.
Hey, how you doing? This is James C.B. Gray, President and National Spokesperson for the Hip Hop Fraternity. Thank you for watching the trailer of the making of an autobiography of a celebrity featuring Little Boosie.
This is your boy Pimpin, man. I want y'all to go get my new book, The 48 Laws of the Game, Pepology, man. This is the book that everybody is reading. They love it in the prisons. It's selling all over the world. Everything that your father, your uncle didn't teach you, this book will. This will give you a whole lot of game. And it's for men and women. And if you want to be a winner, go get my other book, The Art of Human Chess. It's a bestseller. Both of my books are bestsellers. And if you want to get the book, just go to thehiphopfraternity.com. Go to the link books and hit the book. If that don't work for you, go to Amazon.com. If that don't work, go to audiobook.com. Type in my name, Pimpin Ken. I guarantee you that the book will pop up. And just order the book. We got the audio book, we got the hardcover, we got the paperback. Anything you need, just go to any one of those platforms, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, and get the book.